The government doesn't want you to know this, but you don't have to go live. You can just sit here on the starting soon screen for the rest of your life if you want. We could make this the next 3 weeks worth of content and everybody would be eating good. Did you tune into the new Salted Slicer stream? Dude, he fucking sat on his starting soon screen for 8 hours straight. And at one point, we think we heard him burp, but we're not 100% sure. Nobody was able to clip it in time, and now the moment's gone. But anyways, hello. Hello, hello. Forever starts now. That's an ominous and threatening thing to say. Sounds like what a JRPG villain says to the protagonist. Your forever starts now. Let's swap over to Brotato and see if I can record it. I remember I used to have to do weird things to record Brotato. It just fucking works. And you know, that's the weird thing. It just works. Every infomercial ever. Showing off the worst product of all time. 3 pieces of plastic taped together by hopes and dreams. It just works. So, we now have co-op as a feature in the game. Unfortunately, this only applies if you have friends to play the game with. Not the case for me. That's fine. It's cool. It's whatever. But we have 4 new characters. I don't know who any of them are. We have to reach level 10 before wave 6. Very possible with the one character who gains extra XP. I can't remember their name off the top of my head. I believe it's Apprentice. Apprentice. No, they get extra stats on level up there, not the XP one. Hold on. There's somebody who gets extra XP for everything you do. Whichever one that one is, the one who's all about leveling and stuff. Is it just you? No. Fuck. Whatever. There's one who does that. And then there is have 6 different weapons at once. That's not hard at all. I mean, we can just pop that whenever. Reach 10 elemental damage and get 3 structures at the same time. That one's awkward, but not impossible. You can just play wizard probably and also do a sub theme of. No, you can't, because this guy fucking hates engineering. Look, we'll figure out which one's probably working the best for that. It might be no, because damage modifier is reduced. We'll figure that one out. But the one I'm going to start with is reaching 40% lifesteal, because all I have to do is click Lich, and then we don't have to think at all. There are new weapons, such as Sharp Tooth, deals +1 damage for every 10% of missing health. You might think to yourself, that's really good. And it might be, but I doubt it, because it's based off of percentage. It's not based off of like an overall X amount of health loss. So at most, this one is dealing plus. Oh wait, but it also does lifesteal scaling damage. Is that what I'm seeing here? Jamie, pull that up. It's really up to my own discretion which one that is. It looks like it could be lifesteal damage that one does. It is also a precision weapon, which is nice because you can. I mean, we're gonna start Thief Stagger. We're just gonna go right back into Danger 5 because like. Did mama raise a bitch? Yes, almost exactly. Actually, every time that anything that could put me in danger happens, I go, guys, come on. My mom said we can't do that. She said it might be dangerous, so we can't do that one no more. So, what else does Lich King do aside from lifesteal really well? It's a great question. I kind of forgot who he is. Also, hello, Panic. Who's a good boy? I wouldn't know. All right. Because I'm told that I'm not allowed to be told I'm called that anymore because it goes straight to my head and then you blow up. It goes straight to my thighs. So damage modifications are reduced by 50%, 100% chance to deal 11 damage to a random enemy whenever you heal, which means what we care about is getting more precision for right now, getting a bit more melee damage, even though our damage percent modifiers are a little bit down. Also, Mr. Bethesda himself, Todd Howard's favorite line, it just works. It is kind of crazy how often he has said that. And then you will get people going, no, but like, trust me, guys. No, yeah, I know every time they advertise a new game, they go, we don't know why, it just works, and then it doesn't work. But the next one's going to be different. Yeah, Starfield might have been nothing but empty planets over and over, and even Bethesda fanboys couldn't defend it for that long because, like, it was just dreadfully boring and there was nothing to do. But, like, guys, the next Bethesda game is surely going to be the one that just blows it all away. Yeah, man, we can keep lying to ourselves, okay? Hitting an enemy removes some of their speed. We don't care about that. We have a free reroll every shop. Strange. -1 HP from consumables. We don't care about consumables. We're all about getting our life steal off anyways. And also, it's not even the worst if we get hit. Now, we aren't one-hitting these guys, which is a little bit threatening for how early in the run we are. But it's not that bad because if we crit, we one hit. It's just if we don't crit, we don't. But like, You think I'm ever gonna gamble on anything other than I win the gambling? Gambling is a skill-based thing, and of course I'm gonna be the best at it of all time. I will say I might be a little bit exhausted. I'm gonna try and like dopamine caffeine directly into my veins. I'm pretty sure that's the best way that you can take it. It should help out a lot. But I'm in a little bit of crunch time at work, so I kind of hopped off work and I was like, fuck, I'm not gonna be able to stream tonight. Oh shit. And then I was like, wait a minute, yes I am. All I have to do is say words. It's the easiest job in the world. Hold on, all I have to do is click go live and whatever comes to mind comes out. The mods work. It's true. Look, I've had my take on modding games before, okay? I think that mods are amazing and they make games very fun that are otherwise not fun. However, I think that you have to be able to separate art from the artist, i.e. you have to be able to say the game does suck ass, but the mods make it good. If you're able to admit that to yourself, then yeah, absolutely go crazy and mod whatever you want. Now, sometimes mods make a good game better. For example, there are some Slay the Spire mods that add a lot of really, you know, fun new card interactions and stuff like that, making a game that is already objectively very good even better and more fun to play. That's awesome, but you're not gonna psyop me into going like, no, but you have to understand, dude, it's actually, the same thing applies to Skyrim. No, it doesn't, man. No, it does not, and we all know that it doesn't, okay? We don't have to lie to each other about it. So yeah, we got to keep going for lifesteal. We got to get to 40% lifesteal. We're already at 14%, which, I mean, you know, if my math is right, we're over 1/4 of the way there. Remember, sorry, that's not what I meant to. No, yeah, it is what I meant to say. We're over 1/4 of the way there, which is still true. I was trying to think if there's a higher number we could go to. There's a slightly higher one, but eh. Oh, please just drop the Slay the Spire early. Look, I don't know. It's rough, right? Early access for a game as hyped as that doesn't feel right to me. It just doesn't sit right. Because what are we gaining from early access here? I guess technically they're just doing more of like a soft launch as opposed to early access. But even still, it just feels a little bit off because we're going to do -1 melee damage here, by the way, and get our harvesting up just because we're losing a little bit right now. +2 HP recovered from consumables. I would sooner eat glass. We're going to keep getting the primitive one because I believe it is scaling off of our lifesteal damage, which is why these deal so much. And we are doing nothing but stacking lifesteal anyways, so it just kind of fits perfectly into our game plan regardless. Plus, we're critting, getting extra money, committing tax evasion, tax fraud, the one thing my father taught me before he left. I'm kidding, as I've said before, I unfortunately had a healthy home life that I can't joke about. So if anybody would like to, like, lend me a deadbeat father so that I can make some really good jokes, that would be awesome. But yeah, no, it's Slay the Spire 2. It's gonna be... I mean, I'm looking forward to it, right? Maybe we should do a little bit of Slay the Spire on the channel. I know I've done one run total live, and it was when Pokerogue broke once. The Pokerogue's another one I've got to go back to. I've got so much to do, so much to see, but like the thing is, I don't even know what's wrong with taking the back streets, you know? Like, they're with some of my favorite boys. They're probably the best boy band of all time. Oh, which other ones have you listened to? Well, you know, we don't have to break it down like that. I mean, surely we're asking for trouble at that point. We can get more lifesteal off of that at the price of a little bit more of our harvesting. Harvesting, we're not really focusing on, though, so I don't think that we're missing out on anything here. I'm actually going to combine another one of these to buy a second sharp tooth here. We're coming up on a boss on wave 12. It's still a way off, but like, I think it's better. Failure to plan is planning to fail. I'm having fun time on an unmodded Minecraft server with my pals. Information request. Do you think that you would still have fun even if you guys weren't playing Minecraft and you were playing almost any other game, but a lot of the fun comes from the fact that it is you guys spending time together and talking? No, I'm not saying this to take away from Minecraft and you enjoying it. I'm just saying that, in my opinion, I've never really played Minecraft and had it add anything unless it's modded, aside from everybody can just hop on and chill and have a good time talking and playing, which is still really nice. Obviously, I'm not trying to downplay that. I'm just saying that, like, me personally, granted, I've also played enough unmodded Minecraft as a child to understand. At this point, I could probably reverse engineer the game from the ground up if I wanted to, with how much I understood about the interactions of the game and all that kind of stuff. But like, still, you know, It's the Animal Crossing fan dilemma. Yeah, they played 30,000 hours of the new game, but they'll still tell you why New Horizons is worse than the other ones, and I'm in that boat. I actually didn't play as much New Horizons as I did New Leaf because from the start, I was like, I don't know, I just don't like it as much. Minusing 1 armor for a ton of crit chance I don't think is bad, and then losing out on range damage that we aren't using is definitely not bad. Nullifying a hit taken each turn won't be used, but getting defective steroids for more HP, more damage, that's really good. I'm in a raid. Oh my god. How's it feel? Oh my god, a WoW player has been spotted. Mr. President, a second WoW player has impacted the towers. Dude, I think I've given my complaint about it before, right? But like, MMO raiding is so hit or miss for me. Sometimes it's really fun, and then other times it is the most boring, well thought out, well planned out experience I've ever seen, right? I think that raids are their most fun when chaos is what shines through them. If we're just here, you know, 7 dudes trying to work together and beat off one giant guy together, well, look, I've already done that before, all right? And Shaquille O'Neal said thank you. So it doesn't really change anything. If I'm beating off 1 giant dude, 3 giant dudes, at that point it doesn't change anything, right? No, but more what I'm saying is there's no fun for me when everything is so planned out to a T that you're just gonna stand in one spot and make sure that no matter what happens, you're safe, and like the boss doesn't really get to interact with you at all, because if he did, then maybe we could die and lose something, and then we'd have stakes in this game, and combine these. We're just gonna buy everything here, including the steroids. Reroll while it's still really cheap. Combine. We don't want to lose out on any crit chance. We don't mind losing some HP recovered from consumables. Now we have Snowball, +1 elemental damage every time you equip an item that increases elemental damage. That is a very fun thematic item because you are literally snowballing. And also, it's a cool way to make elemental builds a little bit stronger, because elemental builds have always kind of been, like, you can run them. But on Danger 5, I feel like unless you're playing the wizard who expressly benefits from building elemental and can't do anything else, what are you doing with elemental that normal damage and stat sticking just wouldn't be better with? Especially, I mean, like, it's kind of got a little bit of a light issue also of, you know, how do you beat Danger 5? It goes in the SMG hole, you know, everyone's just gonna run SMGs, and it's fine because it makes sense, right? They scale really well. They start with an insane attack speed, making attack speed a little bit of a dump stat because you don't have to worry about upping your attack speed, thus allowing you to focus on the raw statistics of the other part, with those raw statistics increasing ever more. Quoth the Raven. But yeah, like, I totally get why, you know, elemental builds fall by the wayside a little bit, but I think it's good to add more items that kind of update it. So if anyone's wondering, by the way, this is not the Abyssal Deep DLC. That one is still coming in a couple months. This is like a little bit of a preview because the other one was going to take a while, and I'm very happy that they're doing it because, little known fact, I like this game a lot. Ooh, 10% more damage for 3 seconds when first hit by... See, this is what I'm talking about. Now they're making it so elemental can also be your, like, enabler. Now it's like a tagger element. You can use it to tag another enemy, and then boom, from there you're going crazy. Extra stomach is... We're catching it early enough that I think, like, we're catching it early enough that you're not gonna have any more issues in life. Thank you. No, but we're catching it early enough that it should be able to give us a lot of value. I'm in a cookie run raid, not a WoW wade. Oh my god, those wascally wabbits. No, I mean, I figured I was just, you know, making a comedic joke using the comedic stylus. Should I just like walk off the stage? Should I get everyone a refund? I don't really understand what's going on now. Okay, give me good. We got to get as much HP as possible while we're on full so that we can keep increasing our max HP, because our character does scale really well off of max HP. See right there? There's another HP upgrade. So just gonna keep managing, get more of the trees, because the more trees we get spawning, the more guaranteed fruits we have as dropped. The more guaranteed fruits we have, I'm sure you don't need to spell it out from there. You can kind of understand where I'm going from. But yes, so the Abyssal DLC is still releasing, I believe, sometime like next month or within 2 months or something like that. It was planned for a summer release, but they weren't able to reach it, which, like, understandable. They're probably adding a lot in just based off of what we've seen. And the fact that they have no problem releasing 4 characters right now as a teaser tells me everything I need to know. Well, more or less. Plus 2 HP recovered from consumables, we don't care. Max HP up, we do care a lot. Now, what we also need really desperately is armor. We really need armor. All right. Asked and answered, I suppose. Elemental damage minus enemies. Nah, we don't care about any of those. combine these because I kind of want to keep only 3 of the thieves daggers. It's nice to keep our money going up, but we don't need too much more past that. Buy this one, and then we're chilling. Oh, look, it splashes these for epileptic people. Hold on, let's... All right, sick. I just don't want to be known as a WoW player. What, you're saying you know where your shower is? I don't understand. What are you saying? You do more than DoorDash food to your house 37 times a week? What do you... Wait, hold on. but that's their whole purpose in life. But yeah, so obviously we'll be going back again to Brotato once the other update drops. But for the time being, I don't know. It looked really fun and I wanted to check it out. 4 new characters. If my math is right, that's almost 4 characters. Now again, you know, fact check me if you can. Dude, how many TI-84 calculators do you think exist in landfills across the country right now? Because, like, those shits are going away for probably $5 at a garage sale. You had to buy them for $60, $70 for your school experience, use them for a year of calculus, and then most people went, wow, I'm never going to use this again for as long as I draw breath. You guys, this has been it for me, I suppose. All right, save those at the end so that we can hit max HP and then just get more stacks up. Yeah. Removing all epileptic people from the stream. Look, I said right before I clicked it, oh, cool, now you can bully epileptic people. If you didn't look away in that time, there was plenty of warning, I think. Probably like 3 seconds worth. You gotta get a little bit quicker reaction time. We could go with a gnome here. We're definitely taking that. I know it's another damage % down, but like, we need our armor up. We're taking 25% less. 25% less is okay. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by the toe. If he hollers, let him go. My mother told me to pick the very best one, and you are it. All right, see you around, no. It was only fair, okay? I wasn't looking at my screen the entire time I was saying that, so you'll have to take my word on it. It's not as though I have eye tracking in a PNG tuber, but we can all imagine. Now, let's just kind of focus down him and not care about anything else of our surroundings. Yeah, that's working really well. Yep, definitely. Dealing shit bad damage, man. Like, really, really bad damage when you consider that we are also spec'd with silver bullets. We're dealing 25% extra damage against an elite, and this is our damage. It's definitely not ideal, I would say. On the bright side, our Lich passive is giving us a decent amount of damage per second. Okay, let us, hold on. Also known as DPS if you are in the gaming sphere. I didn't want to confuse anyone with my lingo. I understand it can get a little bit complex and advanced. Okay, good dodges, bad dodges, cool. Yo, I've also got an idea. Let me know if you guys think that this would be fun. Since Borderlands 4 has been announced, and I'm a very big Borderlands fan, I kind of want to start playing through every single Borderlands game and doing a complete playthrough on stream. I'm not going to be perfectly... So the one I'm the least knowledgeable about will be Borderlands 1. I've played that game through one time, and it was when I was a child, and I never went back. I don't even think it's like that bad or anything, right? It's just... Ooh, hold on. This is very good. Yeah, that's a big upgrade for us. Holy. But yeah, going through each and every game and playing it, of course you wouldn't know what being incompetent is like. Well, you know, I mean... When you're born with gamer genes in your vein, there's 2 things that you do. Hate women, and play games really well. Unfortunately, I didn't get the first part of it, so I think that's why I can't go competitive in anything I play. That's really, you know, the misogyny is what holding me back from, the lack of misogyny, I should say, is what's holding me back from becoming a competitive player. So, but no, yeah, I think it would be really fun. Again, Borderlands 1 is it's got very good atmosphere. It's got very good world. Everything feels so gritty in Borderlands 1's Pandora, which is very fun. And it's definitely the aesthetic that I think most people associate with the series. Definitely not the BL3s. Everything is on the screen 24/7. But yeah, one of my favorite ones, actually. And this one, look, at the time it was controversial. I think people are coming around on it. It's a... It's kind of like a coming of age story, you know what I mean? The same exact thing happened with -12 harvesting, but it gives us some better AoE. I think that's worthwhile. And then we take both of those. I can take alien eyes. Yeah, I think that's a really good idea. But it's kind of like, you know how with the Star Wars prequels, everybody said, oh, the prequels are horrible, never pay attention to them, blah, 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 they suck ass and all that kind of stuff? And then as time went on, people saw how ass they could make other Star Wars stuff, and they went, you know, the prequels actually aren't that bad. That, I think, is finally starting to happen with Borderlands the pre-sequel. I fucking love Borderlands the pre-sequels. You gonna play the Telltale games too? Yeah, we played through all of it. I've never seen Tales from the Borderlands 2, but I've also never heard anything good about Tales from the Borderlands 2. So we'll see if we do that one. We're definitely gonna do the first one. I've never played through it myself. I've only seen some gameplay of it, which is or I've watched one playthrough of it. Whose playthrough did you watch? I watched Jacksepticeye's, okay? You probably could have guessed. What, he was a Jacksepticeye and Markiplier kid? I know. Shocking, I'm aware. But yeah, so I think the pre-sequel is a very good game that got a lot of hatred at the time because it didn't have the end game or really live up to the hype of what Borderlands 2 did. And it's understandable, right? Borderlands 2 is an amazing game, so well made, all that kind of stuff, right? But like, I don't know. Yeah, maybe we should judge the game that released based off the merits within that own game. And so when we judge it off of that, the initial playthrough for Borderlands the pre-sequel is really good. It just lacks the end game longevity to kind of be a really good looter shooter, because you beat through the story, you have a good time with the story, you've got these cool weapons, and then you've kind of got nothing to test it on. There's that one who's in like the starter area when you jump down the lava pool. I can't remember what his name is. I don't even remember if he's actually a raid boss or not. I remember me and my friend beat him when we were like mad under leveled. We beat him off together. It was one of the most formative moments of my life. It's what made me realize, wait, maybe I do like men. That's not true. I actually don't really have a funny awakening story. So many people do, and it's like, man, that shit just came pre-installed. What am I supposed to do? It's not like I looked at Hugh Jackman and I was like, damn, talk about a Hugh I would like to jack, man. Like, come on, give me something here. But that's where I think Borderlands, the pre-sequel, falls off. It does have one of my favorite classes from any of the Borderlands games, though, and that is Doppelganger Jack. I know, surprise. But, like, come on, he's so cool. Restore 4 HP per second, can't restore any other way. Yeah, when we have 31% lifesteal, that seems like the worst idea of all time. Thank you so much for bringing it up, though. Now I'm certain that I don't want it. We'll combine these two, buy this one. I think that's worthwhile. Losing a little bit of elemental damage to get our harvesting back to positive is okay. Recycling machine most likely won't pay for itself at this point, but we got to try it. So, but yeah, we will do all of the DLC for every game. We will play, in fact, depending on how frisky and or saucy I'm feeling, for certain games, we'll go all the way up to like when we do Borderlands 2, I will play through True Vault Hunter, I will play through Ultimate Vault Hunter, and we will get to OP10 on whatever character we choose. That's a guarantee. And then we'll probably do a run through of every raid boss on OP10 at least once. Will we do anything special for the run? Yeah, I'm thinking we'll do an Allegiance run. I really like Allegiance runs because they're not too restricting, but they do change up how you play the game enough to make it interesting, I think. And it also makes a lot of the drops more impactful, because it's like, oh shit, let's go, this one's Malawan, we can actually use it. Now I know what you're thinking, didn't you start one a while ago with a Malawan Maya that you just never went back to? Yeah, there was multiple reasons I didn't go back to it. One of which was I forgot that Captain Flint, the first boss in the game, completely ignores fire. And also the fact that the only Malawan weapons that drop that early in the game are fire unless you have the DLC. So I was going to go to the DLC to farm them, but I didn't realize that when you Steam game share an account from another account, it doesn't actually bring over the DLC also. Now that's just a little bit of a, whoa, Clockwork Wasp is kind of cool. So that was just kind of a little bit of a misplanning on my part. I wasn't aware how it worked, and, you know, egg on my face because of it. But Plasma Sledgehammer, yeah, Ugly Tooth, we could. We've already lowered their speed once. Let's do it again, though, because it still keeps us in positive speed, but them in negative. I think that's worthwhile. We get way more benefit than they do. But yeah, so that's kind of what happened with that one. But so what I'm going to do is I'm going to rebuy all of the games on my secondary account so that I have all of the DLC. And I know it's like, isn't that a big money investment? You don't recognize how cheap Borderlands games go. We're talking, when it's on sale, it's probably going to be $20 total to get every single game with all of their DLCs on this account. So it's not going to be too bad at all. Let's be real, you'll choose Zero. Zero is pretty based. If we were going to be going for like a hardcore we win these OP playthrough, We definitely go 0. 0 is the easiest to raid boss with and all that kind of stuff. My favorite from when I was a kid, I always played Salvador. Holding 2 guns was so much cooler than 1. My least favorite, even now into my adult days, is like if you play Axton, that's so cool for you. I hear like there's a new ice cream shop opening down the street. Maybe you can try and get vanilla if you're feeling adventurous. I don't want to, you know, have you step too outside of your comfort zone or anything. But you know, I mean, really, Axton players don't deserve the hate because the thing is, they already live a life where they lock in Axton as their character. So anything I say at that point can't harm them as much as their own life choices. So. We'll get more. No, we can still buy more trees, and then we'll lock this one in. More armor equals less damage taken, which means we're way safer and way closer to just constantly staying alive. We need 2% more lifesteal, and then we unlock this character, which was the entire purpose of this run, by the way. I feel like we might have lost the plot ever so slightly, much like the developers of Borderlands during Borderlands 3. See, we bring it all full circle. That is true, though. Borderlands 3's plot is so ass. The gameplay is really fun. The plot is so ass. Who will we play in Borderlands 3? I can't imagine me playing anybody other than Zane. Zane and Flak are the only characters I really like from 3. Mose and Amara are both functional. They're fine. But, like, Zane and Flak are so sick. Zane might be one of my all-time favorites. The way he does his kill skills with the big red button also being a class mod you can get, such that using any active activates all of your kill skills, and you can have an active that's up every like 2 seconds, creating a very like crackhead playstyle. Hey, can we fucking quit this, man? Can we get our lifesteal to actually proc for once? That would be awesome. Holy shit, we're lucky to be alive. Okay. Minusing attack speed for 10% damage, I think is worthwhile when we're this desperate. We're looking for any lifesteal, please. Thank you. Blood Drinker, reach 40% lifesteal. Let's go. Flak's so fun. Flak was the one I played at first, and then I played Zane, and I was like, holy shit, the love of my life. I mainly played Flak at first because they're voiced by ProZD, and I was like, holy shit, that's cool as hell. And then I played them, and I went, they are cool as hell. Ooh, your structures can create. Looks like there's a lot of support for the archetypes that didn't get as much love before, such as engineering and elemental. So, you know, those two. Why can't I walk downward? Is my S key broken? Oh my god, my S key just broke. What the fuck did I do? I can type A's. S, I get like 1 in every 30 times. How much have I gooned around my computer? Hold on, let me pop up keys until I get to S. Okay. I have found the issue. Holy, maybe I should do a keyboard cleaning stream. God damn. Did you see that Balatro is getting a, hold on. Let me just like take this real quick again. Dear Lord, that's disgusting. Holy shit, there might be primordial beings we've never seen living in my very computer's keyboard. That's crazy. Whoa, that is a new life form. NASA go crazy over this one. Life on Mars, who needs it? We found some new life here. God damn. Okay. Does it work now? Still doesn't work well. Did my Switch just fucking break? Can you hear me? Somewhat? You can somewhat hear that. Dude, what the hell just happened? So we're just gonna play without walking down. Can I use arrow keys to walk? If I can use arrow keys to walk, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, because A works fine. It is something with the Switch. It's not something with the keycap. Yeah, my S Switch is being very finicky right now. Interesting. What if I did like a... Okay, okay. So let's see. If I can walk around with the arrow keys, the show goes on. It's just that easy. You can't walk around with the arrow keys. Okay, nothing has changed. He is the same. Cool. So anyways, we just act that S is gone because you don't need to spell goat. That's true. That's true. But I did not see the Balatros getting an update. That is kind of sick. We should go. The issue is I don't know how much people like Balatro content because a lot of it is just talking about the game, going him, me, him, me. Holy shit, we're going infinite. We're going infinite. Oh, play a flush here. So I understand why. I think that's why people don't like Knock on the Coffin Lid either, because all I do is talk about what's going on in Knock on the Coffin Lid, and I can get that gets a little bit boring. I'm not talking about silly things like what's the last thing I put up my anus. I get it. Everybody just wants to know that information, the juicy gossip. I've been there, done that. much like Pitbull when someone's going through hard times, if you're to believe him on the matter. But yeah, dude, I can't wait to go back through. I mean, maybe I'll just let chat choose what Vault Hunters we play for every game, because I've played every Vault Hunter every single time. Ooh, +2 luck for every crit chance. I mean, we gotta try it. We can recycle that one. I know it is 3% crit chance, but like, it doesn't really matter. We'll take more attack speed here. What are we looking for? So our armor has gone down, but our luck is soaring. Business is booming. Yeah, dude, how do I fix my Switch though? It's upsetting me. Cause like, it's upsetting me because why did it break? What happened? What changed in those 2 moments from between everything being completely fine and the heat death of the universe being upon us? Also, which way does S go? Is it like that? I think so. Damn, I'm jamming the hell out of it still and nothing. Damn, unlucky. Oh well. Have you tried plugging it in and out? No, mainly because I haven't felt like getting up from my seat, and it's not one where it plugs in at this end. It only plugs in on my computer end, I believe. Actually, let me make sure. Yeah, it does only plug in on my computer. Oh my god, there's a little keycap remover on the underside of it. Oh, here I was using my big man hands just trying to break it off one piece at a time like I'm the Incredible Hulk or something. Okay, hold on. Let me try unplugging and plugging it back in. I have to take off my headphones off, but it's so much effort, man. Because now I gotta unplug this, and then I'm gonna unplug the wrong thing, and all of a sudden everyone's gonna say F because I've unplugged the Ethernet, thinking of that's no big deal then. I mean, I don't even know if you guys can really hear me right now. If it sounds as though I'm in a different continent, it's because I am. Yeah. Unplugged and plugged back in. My keyboard just did a special little animation. Does that mean it's working? I don't know. We're about to find that one out together. I was probably a little bit quiet because I doubt. Yeah, if I tap that side of it, it doesn't pick up as much. So there is. I wasn't really on the active side of it. Okay. Nope. S still doesn't work. It's what it is. We'll just use WAS, or we'll just use the arrow keys for the time being. It's not a big deal for this game. It would have sucked in Isaac. Good thing that I picked this one, or Rotmig, dude. Holy shit, I would have lost my 8-8 to that, and then I would have became back my money. I would have screamed at everybody and been like, you don't understand. You think you fucking know. Anyway. Ooh, wait, the icicle looks cool as hell. Oh, it's a ranged weapon. Oh, shit. Oh, wait, that's just our lifesteal. I was about to say it has 46% lifesteal. Isn't that broken? Doesn't it? That's me. That's my shit, dude. Dodge down for more HP recovered from consumables. 25% chance to deal 41 to somebody whenever we pick something up is not bad at all. The alien tongue now has +1 knockback, which is a little bit of a weird change. I'm not exactly against it. Hopefully you have a backup keyboard. Yeah, coding tomorrow is gonna suck. Every time I get to, you know, anything where I'm saying L, someone will be like, ah, shit, E-L, hold on. Let me just Control V real quick. S-E, there we go. All of the PHP got breaking the entire website while they wait for me to fucking copy paste in a singular S. You love to see it. Dude, I was working with PHP earlier and I was losing my mind trying to figure out what the error was. And it was because the way that I was being passed data through this one object handler was they were passing it through as an array. But the reason I didn't realize it was an array is because it was an array with one singular thing of data within it. So I didn't even recognize that the API I was using was calling in a array of data rather than just, you know, passing it in as a singular data point as it's supposed to be doing. So everything was just receiving nothing and I couldn't figure out why. And then I was like, hold on, let me put bracket 0. And then they were like, oh, of course, the one and only data piece. Yes, we will grab that. You fucking obviously that's what I want. By the way, this is a loss now, I think. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Hold on. He's locking in. He's beginning to believe. He's moving like they do. And other matrix quotes. Holy dude. Oh, that hurts. When you stood up, I was able to use echolocation to determine you're tall. Maybe, do you ever think you're just projecting your hopes? Hashtag ranking, hashtag ranking! Why was it an array? I don't know. I don't know, and the thing is, I'm not in communication with the people who created the data object and the holder or handler for it. All I had to do was try and interpret it on my end because they just said, hey, it's up, get ready. Okay. Minus 100 HP recovery, minus 100 HP from consumables, plus 1% damage for every 1% missing health, plus 1% lifesteal for every 3% missing health, plus 1 armor for every 5% missing health. Max HP modifications, are reduced by 50%. Now, the thing is, you read this and you, dumb idiot, think to yourself, oh, you don't want to have max or you want to go max HP on this character because they're all about. No, you don't want max HP on him. And here's why I say it. This is also, you know, a little bit of theorying and postulating. We probably want Sharp Tooth, and we probably want, further than that, to go with a precision crit build, much like we just played the Lich King. The reason you don't want max HP is everything is percentage based. So even if you have 1,000 HP, all you're doing is making it harder for you to activate every buff. Now, the one thing I'm worried about is how much damage do you guys deal? Oh, just 1. There we go. And then I finish a wave with 1 HP so we can unlock Golem. See, it's just that easy. Now, our damage modifiers, I think, were also slightly less. No, it's just minus 30% damage, but we can claw our way out of that hole if we wish. Minusing 2% damage is not ideal right now. Head injury, I mean, like, yeah, look, many people were dropped on their head as a kid and they turned out, well, you know, we don't have to get it. Why would you, being tall be a hope? I don't know. What, so you don't want me to be like tall, tan, and handsome? You haven't seen that one episode of SpongeBob? It's what literally everybody desires, or at least Pearl did. Oh shit. And also, you know, the unrealistic expectations for men constantly. Me thinking of the one and only example I can think of where it's a male who's getting the experience or the expectations by society instead of a woman. You see, this is why men are oppressed. After 7 years of searching, I'm like, all right, now I'm ready to say it. Lore isn't worthwhile until we can guarantee that we're killing both of them. I can't guarantee anything off of that. All right. In fact, I can't even guarantee your own safety. No, I can't imagine that we actually do even pick up the kill here. Another precision dagger would be really nice so I can start critting with some level of consistency. Do I get lifesteal per missing HP percentage? Okay. You're tall, large, and pasty. You don't know that. Just because you make educated guesses. What is this? Dude, I can't wait. By the way, I've been seeing how my model is currently moving. Holy shit, it looks so good. And I know that it's like, wow, way to fucking edge your viewers. Look. Don't act like you don't like it, all right? Other people have to pay a lot on OnlyFans for that, and I'm out here giving it away for free. Plus 2 HP recovery. I don't care about any of those. We just need enough armor to make sure we don't die, and then nothing else matters. Plus 6 melee damage minus range damage. We're not going for range damage at all. Now, if we really want, what we should be doing here is going for 6 different weapons to unlock that one other character. We can do that on generalist if we want to have like a real run with it. If we don't, we can just quickly unlock whoever we want. But for the time being, let's stay vamping. If Asterion has taught me anything, it's that people love a vampire. They love a man in red. No, it's true, actually. Look up Miles Edgeworth and Dante from the Devil May Cry series. People love a man in red. Granted, more people, I think, like Virgil, but still. Flak was my fave. Yeah, I mean, Flak was cool. Flak's playstyle was a little bit linear, but they were pretty cool. We might be fucked, but that's fine. We're gonna buy both of those. Bag always pays for itself, except for the rare fringe cases where it doesn't, but I'm just gonna ignore them and act like they aren't data because they don't support, you know, my side of the story. And if I've learned anything in my statistics class, it's that data actually is bullshit. It's the one and only lesson I learned, is that data can just say whatever you want. And I'm like, okay, well then the fuck is the point of this class, man? Oh, this is how you analyze statistics properly. Now, you can also report them in a way that's very dishonest, however, still bending the truth to be exactly what you want, no matter what the data itself actually says. Oh, sick. So, like, this is just bullshit. Oh, awesome. Okay, I'm dead. Well, well, that happened. Well, you know, it's a bit rough. So when is this coming out? If I click this, do I get any information? Holy shit, an IP grabber. Wait a minute. Oh my God, they've stolen all of my data. Egad. All it says is date 2024. Okay. Makes sense. I'm also, yeah, they have a special offer game that, like, I don't know if they know the devs or something. I've been wanting to play this one. I guess there's the demo that I could play. It's called Dungeon Clawler. Clawler. They've got to change. Look, the name is very hard to say, okay? But it is a claw machine roguelike. Dude, that sounds so fucking fun. I'm goated at claw machines, by the way. Okay, who else can we unlock? I know I should get a win with this one, but I kind of want to see who else we can unlock. Reach level 10 before wave 6. There's somebody who gets extra XP. I just have to remember who. Apprentice gets not extra XP, but gets extra, yeah. So who's the one who gets more levels based off of... Well, harvesting could work, but probably not. There's someone who gets... Isn't it you? It's mutant. Yes. Mutant is all about your levels and your gain. So we just do this one. Then what are we looking for? We're getting quarterstaff so that we can get more XP gain. Now, should I do this on a lower difficulty? There's an argument to be made there. I'm actually not sure if the difficulty affects your XP gain. I'd imagine you actually get more on higher danger levels because you're fighting more enemies. That's what makes the most sense to me, but maybe they also down the drop rate so that you don't just outscale and make it easier because of that. Could have been another level, that's fine. +2 melee damage, +2 armor. Get another quarterstaff. It's all about the levels. Some people are also all about that base. All right, yeah, we'll get another one of these and then we're doing good. Dungeon Crawler looks interesting from the trailer. Could be an interesting short stream. If I'm gonna play Dungeon Crawler, I'm gonna do Die in Dungeons in the same stream. Look up Die in Dungeons. That one also has a beta out right now. It is also a roguelike. It is about using dice that you roll and place them in order to get benefits, get effects. You're building your own kind of like board game style board that you're placing everything on to get extra benefits. And since both of them have a demo, it would probably make for a pretty decent stream where I just play demoed stuff. I mean, like, you know, flip a coin and you decide if you like it or not, but still, I think it could be very fun. Make another quarterstaff. Just kidding, I don't have the money for it. And then we should also get the one that gives us the ability to instantly attract materials to us, which is nice because every time I go in public, there's plenty of people instantly attracted to me. Namely the police, actually. Think about it, it's mainly just them. They always hover around me for some reason. Which is weird because I always wear a shirt in public that says not going to steal anything, and I don't think they're reading it too carefully, because if they were to read it, they'd know that I'm not going to do that. It's what the shirt says. You think I'm here to disrespect my own shirt? We have to reach level 10. I think that we're definitely on track for that right now. More melee damage. I mean, I feel like this run's also just going really well. Minusing damage, I'm not here for. Upping crit chance. What is your crit chance? X 1.5. It's not the worst. Some are only 1. I've been lacking in my roguelike game. I need to look out for more. So, I mean, this one I've had it on the, what is the other one? I believe the other one, it's called like Astria or something. It is another dice-based one where you roll die, but it's also a deck builder. Look, I'm kind of big in my card game era right now. I've even been thinking about streaming Magic the Gathering Arena. If that ever happens, feel free to put a bullet in the back of my head. It means I'm too far gone, and at this point I can no longer be saved. And I blame really... I mean, it sucks, right? Because I love Knock on the Coffin Lid, but I understand that all I talk about during it is Knock on the Coffin Lid, which can get a little bit obnoxious to listen to when you'd rather me talk about anything else, such as, you know, current interests that I have or what I saw on TikTok earlier. Did I see anything that was egregious on TikTok? No, but I've been seeing that one AI song, the one like girl pop AI song, and like everyone keeps saying, dude, it sounds so good for being AI, and I'm like, but like, no, it doesn't really, but like, it is pretty funny, I'll give you that. It is a pretty funny little song. The line 7 more lines of coke, yeah, that's a pretty funny line. As we're counting up the constant going back to cocaine, it is really funny, but it's like, it's not a good song. All right. We have no survivability, and I'm not looking to change that. If anybody would like to change that, they can pry it from my cold, dead hands. We'll get this one, lock in another quarterstaff, and just kind of keep leveling from there. Maybe we get another alien tongue. Maybe we get a precision thief's dagger. Probably not. What does the medieval ones even give us? It is armor and dodge. Okay, so that's where those dodge. I was wondering where I got dodge items from. I was like, am I really drafting dodge, brother? What happened to me? I used to be so unique. Dude, also, just a little side note thing. Am I the only one in games like this who I don't really get the point of when you're on higher difficulties? I understand that when you're on a low difficulty, anything can work. You can pick up 6 rocks on the side of the street if you want to throw them at the final boss and win. But like, I know that there's a character now for using 6 different weapons, and that's cool. Am I the only one who thinks that I'd way rather just focus on one weapon the entire run and just kind of buy 6 copies of that, because then everything I buy can scale off of the one win condition that I already have, and therefore it feeds into itself way nicer than trying to diversify a portfolio for no reason? Or just me? Another quarterstaff goes crazy. Now we have our 6 quarterstaffs. 6 cool fucking sticks I've found. Really happy to take these ones back from my hike. Show my mom. Look. This one's like a sword, and this one makes me feel like Anakin Skywalker. Little did I know, he actually was not supposed to be looked up to in the prequels. When he killed all of the younglings, I was like, wait, but he's a good guy. Why would he do that? My ass did not understand nuance, which, I mean, honestly, if anything, I was ahead of the curve, because now people watch movies and still don't get nuance, but they're older than me. So they're older than I was when I was 7. I always try to go for 2 different weapons. 2 different weapons that have similar scale cons, I think, are fine. But as you keep going out, there's so many weapons that scale and want different things, right? Like building full attack speed helps for certain weapons, like range weapons, right? Certain ones really love the attack speed, and other ones are really bad with the attack speed. So here, I think we can minus a bit of attack speed, dealing 1 damage whenever we pick something up. Shit. You gonna make me act up. Why not? Shit. All right. Here we want that one. Between all of those, we can go crit chance, but we're on a good level up. I'm looking for damage isn't bad, but I think HP regen looks really appetizing. So does max HP. I think max HP is the most appetizing out of all of those. We don't really want any of these other ones. Another bag goes crazy, and then getting free rerolls when our character lives and dies by the shop being my entire net worth every single time. By the way, playing on the arrow keys feels very strange, okay? So any misplays I make, I just want you to know ahead of time, it's not my fault. I'm playing on a dysfunctional operandi from which, you know, my inputs are being received. Yo, when's Dragon Ball Sparking Zero coming out? Ignore any possible voice cracks that might have happened, by the way. I think if anything, they were all in your head. Group holds up the neuralizer, flashes the button. It was all in your head, you know? Nothing happened there. No, but when's Sparking Zero coming out? Because, dude, I can't wait to hop online and fuck it up as Krillin, man. I will be... It's the worst, right? Because Krillin does actually have a pretty dedicated yet niche fan base. But, like, I wish I liked a character who had no fans so that I could be the best at that character without having to try. I mean, I do like Android 17 a lot, but 17's got a lot of shooters now that the Tournament of Power has happened and he fucking showed up as, like, the MVP of the entire universe, which was crazy. We get a little lifesteal. I don't think it's too helpful. Chances to heal off of any crit kills, and we've got a sub-theme of crit. It should be good enough, I think. Not insane, but definitely good enough. With how many levels we're getting, our quarterstaff should just keep outscaling the enemies. If we're very lucky, we get a Bean Sensei. If we're not very lucky, we don't get a Bean Sensei. It's just that easy. Now, Bean Sensei does take away lifesteal. Will I be too hurt by it? Not really, because we're about to get the Tentacle, which will give us our lifesteal adjacent, but just based off of kills rather than hits, which is even better for us because we kill most things in one hit anyways. We're kind of sending out our own mini nuclear bombs here. It does feel kind of nice. 11th of October. Okay. So I've got a little bit of time before I leave for Japan, then I come back from Japan and get washed. Got it. That's when people will develop 77 new techs while I'm away. Here's how you tech chase, follow up this one. You know, my vanishing playstyle will no longer work, aka spam vanish, and new players will have no clue how to deal with it. Shit works so well in Tenkaichi. I would know, that's what my friend did to me. I didn't know in the game, I'd only go over to play it. Also, I didn't know Dragon Ball at the time, and the bastard lied to me. He said that Hercule is one of the strongest characters. And, like, here's the thing, right? If I won with Hercule, it would have been hilarious. I had never played the game before. and my ass is over here locking in Hercule. It did not go well. What about the pig guy in Dragon Ball? I don't fuck with Oolong. The main reason I don't fuck with Oolong is he does the classic, the hilarious joke of what if he really wanted to grope women, hee, and it's like, yeah, man, that is really funny. That is the pinnacle of comedy. I understand. That's why Sanji is still doing it this many years later. Even in Egghead, he's still like, OMG woman. Dude, come the fuck on, man. Can we have one day without a character assassination of Sanji, please? Can we just like let him be a normal guy who doesn't have to? Anyway, so that trope's kind of grinded my gears, which is why I'm not huge on Oolong. He uses his one wish with Shenron in the original Dragon Ball to wish for, I believe it's Bulma's panties, but I'm not 100% sure. Either way, I mean, you know, it's very done to death joke. That's like hardly even funny the first time because the joke is like sexual assault, and that's like where you're supposed to insert your hilarious comedic qualms from there. I gotta go, man. See you. Good luck. All right. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you enjoy your sleep. I believe you said you had a headache, I think. I didn't read chat too carefully, but I hope that, you know, that gets better. I hope it's not fatal for sure. We'll get more HP recovery. I think it's worthwhile. The more ways we have to live, the more we live. Put that shit in your pipe and smoke it. Damage, but minus range. Our range is currently positive. I'm just kind of very neutral on the ideas behind it. In terms of our damage in general, it's okay. Like if I look at this, how much we're dealing to the boss, it feels more than what we had on our Lich King run at the very least. But the Lich King run was kind of bare bones and bottom of the barrel with how much damage we were doing due to how hard I had to force lifesteal. Now, we've already unlocked whoever our next character is. If I had to guess, since you have to get a level very quickly, they're like fast learner or something. They're probably going to be adjacent to mutant. Maybe. I mean, they could be very separate. I make no claims to know anything about any of the new characters. Vampire seemed cool. We can definitely get a win with him. He doesn't seem too hard to play. I was wrong, though. You do need to build some HP on him. Not too much, but I forget that percent HP modifiers also apply to your level up HP, which means that you just kind of get neutered for no reason. And, you know, if most people's pets are anything to go off of, they're not huge fans of getting neutered for no reason. This is amazing. This is awesome. We only have one weapon. There is no downside to it. Here, don't want any of those. Here, not huge on any of those. Here, we get speed, crit chance, and then, ooh. Okay, first of all, combine these, buy this, get this. Burning deals an additional 10% of current enemy HP as damage. That's so good. That's really, like, objectively very strong. We should also get the mouse when we can. Wish he was a rat, but that's fine. That's fine. Hey, I get it. Look, not everybody's, you know, big rat guys. People are coming around. The public consensus is finally turning on rats, by the way. I've been a big fan and, you know, a #1 supporter of rats for a while. Oh, really? I can't tell by your icon in the bottom right. Okay, fair enough. However, like, here's the thing. I've always thought rats are awesome, but, like, the bubonic plague really did years of damage to the reputation of rats for I say no reason. Yeah, sure. Oh, but think about all the casualties in Europe that got all wiped out because of the rats and the bubonic plague. Counterpoint, if our immune system was stronger, ain't no one getting wiped out. So we're gonna blame the rats for our weakness. That feels like we, you know, it's the exact definition of deflection as far as I'm concerned. And you can trust me, I'm a non-biased source on this, okay? If anybody can be listened to on this, it's gotta be me. If not me, then whom, you know? All right, we're chilling. I do think the bubonic plague could, if monkeypox are back, so can the bubonic plague. Let's bring it back. It's about time. Actually, I don't know what happened. I'm sure I learned it in history class. I just wasn't paying attention. Did we like come up with a cure to the bubonic plague, or did it just kind of get phased out as our immune systems did get stronger? And it just kind of had to be like a little bit of Darwinism for a bit until the bubonic plague was completely phased out. Remember to get your pets spayed and neutered. That is true. Oh, also, if you are a cat owner, for the love of God, stop letting your cat outside. Absolutely ravaging ecosystems for zero reason, man. Holy, I mean, The same can go for dogs, but most of the time people with dogs keep them on a leash and stop them from destroying an ecosystem that they're near. So that's why dogs kind of get a little bit of a pass. Now, if you let your dog free roam and it comes back with like dead squirrels and stuff, hey man, maybe you should also watch after your dog, because it's got no reason to ravage the ecosystem, especially when you're feeding it, I'd imagine. So, and I know it's like, well, aren't animals supposed to be able to survive that? You're essentially bringing an invasive species into the environment and going, well, what's wrong with that? If there were supposed to be the cats there, they would already be there in the wild without you having to release yours onto it to cause more mischief and or mayhem. -8 luck for more XP gain. I think I'm down with. We get this one also. It's a little bit more survivability. It's nice to have in our back pocket. Get our luck back up to positive and then get more melee damage. Here we just combine. We double combine. No reason for any elemental damage. Hunting trophy is really good because our crit chance is 43%, also known as 46%. That is horrible. X 1.5. Can somebody check my math? I'm pretty sure, and I'm not a genius here, that 43x 1.5 is not 46. It should be like 60%, right? It's x 1.5. That is not correct, because this would be 21.5 getting added on, so we'd be at 64. 64 is very different from, well, maybe it's dyslexic. That could be fair. But he bit my neighbor, so my mom took him back. What was your, okay, but like, what was your neighbor doing that close to your pet rat? Was he taunting him, being like, haha, you can't bite me? Then he got bit. It's fucked up. Like, animals always get blamed for the bad things. It's like, oh, your pit bull ate my toddler. Why was your toddler looking so appetizing to my pit bull? Can't we ask that question for a second? Don't you think he wouldn't have ate him if he didn't look so delicious and scrumptious? Like, I'm sorry that you made a delicious looking child. What the hell? What are you gonna fucking make a delicious dessert, put a cake on the table, and be upset that somebody ate it? No, of course not. That'd be ridiculous. So all of a sudden we're gonna blame the dog for you leaving your toddler unattended? Come on. You left him unattended in that little stroller thing 2 feet off the ground, okay? It was clearly fair pickings at that point for anybody involved. Dude, this one's actually going insane for this just being my, hey, let's get our levels up in time. Granted, I think it's because Mutant's very strong. Mutant lets you get so many extra stats, and you can very much outscale the extra cost of stuff. 10% attack speed, I think, is just worthwhile to take over 65 coins. Probably. 16% damage, definitely worth yoinking. Combine these ones by this, get that one. Minusing 1% of our damage for more max HP, gotta be worth it when we have this much XP, and then we've got to get our diploma, unlike me in real life. Also, dude, rats make such good pets. They're so affectionate, man. Rats know and recognize people, and they're like, holy shit, you're my owner, dude. Let's go. And they get picked up and they cuddle into people. It's the best shit in the world. Both me and the neighbor were children. Well, okay, like, they shouldn't have been trusted around a rat. It's not the rat's fault for... Look, okay. Now, maybe it drew blood and bit too hard, but rodents kind of discover the world by eating it. That's why so many rats will eat wire. Well, rodents in general would eat wires and die because they don't know what a wire is. And so if they bite through too much and get electrocuted, well, they've learned a lesson the hard way. Or if they just bite off the rubber coating, that's also probably gonna, it depends on the rodent, depends on how fragile their stomachs, their guts microbiomes are. But like, it's just kind of how they all discover the world, is using their teeth and their mouths. So that's just what it is. It's probably not even being that malicious. They're just like, who is this person? Also, they can bite when they're scared, because like, it's their only defense mechanism. Dude, insane XP gain. Holy shit. Infinite XP glitch. Not patched as of Chex Watch 2024. But yeah, look, I think rats are great pets. I think rodents are great pets in general. I love rodents so much. I mean, surprise, surprise, man, with 2 chinchillas and a guinea pig. I know. Very shocking, I'm sure. Nobody could see that one coming. What? He likes rodents? I would have more pets, but the issue is I live in an apartment, so like, You're kind of limited on pets. Luckily, my apartment is chill with rodents, and they don't have any pet deposit because they're like, they can't damage the household. I'm not going to tell them that they absolutely can, because they can definitely spray some piss and make the place smell like shit. But hey man, if they say there can be no damage, who am I to argue? Who am I to argue with the powers that be? Especially because chinchillas also have to take dust baths, which means like I'm kicking dust up everywhere in the apartment that they are then going to resell. Whoever moved into the last one, because I have changed apartments since that last one, fucking best of luck to them. They're probably still waking up in the middle. Like, it was fine for me because I have an air purifier. I have 2 air purifiers now for near both of their cages, just to make sure that they keep their air nice and clean. Minus 8 more luck, I think, is worthwhile for us. I mean, it really hasn't changed anything so far. And then I think combining these into having a second one of those is really nice. Icicle at tier 5. We can't afford that, though. Getting another bat doesn't change anything. Getting one of these is really nice, and then getting more crit chance at the price of a little bit of damage is completely fine. Our armor is on the low end, though. We could definitely use to up that, but whatever. It's Rhino. Rhino isn't too bad at all. He's a very predictable pattern, which makes him a very easy fight. Once he mutates, which he just has, he's a little bit harder to dodge the side shots on, for sure. And if you're playing your angles wrong, you definitely end up losing them. Best viewers, yo, Twitch, can we get rid of bot? With that said, guys, you think I should jump at the opportunity? I mean, they do say it's the best. It could be very good. Yo, Spoopy Joseph, are you here? If not, I will time them out after this. Sorry, time them out. What am I talking about? They're going to get permabanned. They're not going to change their ways and come back. It's a machine. This isn't iRobot. I'm not Will Smith, last I checked. I mean, I haven't looked in the mirror in a hot minute. I'm a gamer, after all. But I'm pretty sure I'm not Will Smith. I mean, never seen him in the same room, but... Dude, in terms of our damage, we're going nuts. Shouldn't have run directly into the center there, but I just wanted to pick up more stuff. Has banned... Wait, what was their name? Oh, never mind. I thought they had butt plug at the end of their name, and I was like, wait, they're cool as hell. Unbanned. Wait a minute, I didn't realize that they're the coolest band to ever do it. More crit chance probably. Our crit chance isn't that good right now compared to how high it could be. We definitely just want to. I mean, it didn't really matter the order I did those on. Oh, when dodging their attack, we are not dodging attacks. More trees, sure. I forgot to pack my soda. Got a pillage one from the teacher's lounge. A great pilgrimage, to be sure. Dude, what's it like being in a school like after the closing time? Because the only time I ever had to do it was for driver's ed, and it just feels so weird. Because like the halls are normally so vibrant and full of life, and like, you know, students yelling slurs at each other. The good old days. But it must be so weird for it to just be like the ambient noises of a building running. I don't know, it's like a liminal space type thing. I mean, I guess if you do it for a living, you probably get pretty used to it. It'd be like somebody going, oh my god, you go into a nuclear power plant, but meanwhile your ass is just kind of like Homer Simpson. You sit there and just look at a couple charts and go, all right, cool, we're all in the good today. All right, sick, we're monitoring, yep, nothing wrong. All right, let me go clean up around the place while we wait then. Oh shit, nothing went bad, awesome. I mean, you know, I guess it must be pretty bad to be in the nuclear work right now if you live in Germany. Fucking rest in peace to the giant silo. Torn down, fallen, and forgotten. HP regeneration, but start with less HP. It's a rough choice, but I think we take it. And then we look for more armor here. Mastery is really good. Roll this one. Ooh, that's not bad. But then it makes the sad potato completely useless. Only soda left is diet. You drink full sugar sodas? I'm not going to shame you for it because I've done the same. They are very tasty every now and then. But like, I'm kind of at the point in my life where if I have a full sugar one, it feels like too much for me. Like, I can't imagine not having my my diet ones anymore. Plus, I prefer artificial sweeteners made by man. Granted, I mean, I get, look, here's the thing, right? I think that my opinion on sodas, it really holds zero weight because I am a big fan of LaCroix and sparkling waters, and most people are like, those are the worst things ever conceived. I gotta disagree. I mean, like, I understand that not everybody can appreciate the little things in life, but I like, here's the thing, are they minimally flavored? I would agree with that. Yes, they definitely are not a very pronounced flavor, but I think that it's a sign of discipline that you're able to enjoy a sparkling water. a sparkling beverage. I want sugar. I mean, like, that's fair. I just think a lot of sodas have too much for me personally. I mean, I'm at the point, maybe I've just gone too far on sugars in my drinks, because I'm at the point where I can't even drink a normal Gatorade, right? If my Gatorade's not zero sugar, I'm like, it's too sweet. So I think that I've gone too far. But yeah, I love my my sparkling waters. Okay. Plus 10 melee damage, I think, is worthwhile of a pickup, and then plus more attack speed and range seems actually pretty good because it gets us out of the deficit in which we were in. And now we are just able to move on. We got to regen up some HP because somebody chose the tomato for no reason and has thus jeopardized the entire run. Don't think they should have done that one personally. All right. But in terms of damage, we are kind of shitting it. Which, ooh, is both good and bad. Yeesh. Okay, keep moving. Just keep moving. Swim to the rhythm of your own heart. Thank you for mutating there. That was really nice of you. No, I really do appreciate that. I mean it with everything I am and everything I ever will be. Okay. Dodge up. We do have a red chest. Wait to grab it, though. If we need a full health, it's nice. A good thing you grabbed it right there. Absolutely great. Settling for Coke Zero, I guess. Coke Zero is, I think, superior to Diet Coke. Do I know what the difference is? Not even a clue. I'm baby. Sorry. Plus 10 harvesting, minus 20% item price. You gain a weapon slot when you level up instead of a stat upgrade. Maximum of 24. Oh, fuck yes, we're playing, baby. What the hell? Wait, am I able to... Did I already choose Danger 5? What the fuck? Wait. Why do I feel foolish? Is it after? Oh, it's after the... I'm so dumb. I can't go back. Okay. So what are we looking for when I'm baby? I mean, you can kind of go wherever you want with this one. No calories, like some sort of freak of nature. Look, absolutely no part of it is based within safety for your own gut, for your own, you know, sanity or any of that, okay? The diet soda is purely developed in a lab to create as many tummy aches as possible from nothing but chemicals being used to create it, held together by the hopes and dreams of the people of our nation. Now, Diet Coke wants to taste like Diet Coke. Coke Zero wants to taste like normal Coke. I don't know if I even necessarily think that that's where I see the difference between them. Let's go, by the way, there's a lot of cool new elemental ones. If we're getting more weapon slots, let's go elemental plus ranged. Because then we can use elemental as our tagger and ranged with our other one. We could get a pretty cool run going. It could also be very nothing, I won't lie. We've got to open our mind and take a little bit more time in shops, though, if we're doing this. The only reason I say it is because I normally ignore most items that help elementally. Just gonna... Oh, but I only have one weapon slot right now. Aha. So yeah, we're gonna lock in this one and start getting range to scale our max HP with a ghost scepter. I think that that's a really good idea because we will get our next weapon slot after this one. Having a blue wand as our only wand, I think is fine. Then we can start looking for a taser. Then we can start looking for a flamethrower. That'll be our elemental backbone to what we've got. Now we have an extra weapon slot, which is really good. We don't get that slot apparently until after the level completes. I mean, I guess that makes sense. It would be a little bit weird to code in between, but character's very interesting. We should definitely start going +1 weapon slot. Yes. We should definitely start going hard into... Oh, we can't go minus range damage. We can't go minus range damage. We can go to a purple one of those, though. Turret's not a bad idea. We're going to start getting our harvesting up also. We start with very positive harvesting, which is really nice, but if we don't leverage that into anything, it might as well have not even been there. Now, Ghost Scepter is going to be a controversial pick for sure. I just want to see what happens. It's a scaling weapon, which I think we'll be happy to have as part of our weapon squad. Not necessarily, you know, the all-star of the weapon squad. But it's nice to have it scaling there with everything else. -1 on the HP there. You got a little bit close to death, I won't lie. Another wand feels erroneous. Minusing our damage feels extra erroneous. Losing a little bit of range, but getting... Ooh, that's perfect. See, this is exactly the kind of thing we're looking for. And then we could even lose out on some crit chance, but I don't want to go that. I'm not going to Icarus with my wax wings that close to the sun. Our range is down a little bit, but luckily we are going to be still transitioning into also using weapons. I'm very proud of us for transitioning. Thank you very much. But yeah, we're still going to transition into also ranged weapons, which should help us more in the future. This character is so cool. It does require a little bit more thought. Is to be a snack, so I'm worried it isn't going to cut it since there isn't any calories. Do you actually like feel full when you have a soda with calories? Because I don't feel like I ever have, but that could be a personal skill issue. You know, I'm not trying to say it's impossible or improbable, but the only time I ever drink anything and feel filled after having that drink is if it is a milk-based drink. I feel like stuff that's like very milky does make me feel full because it sits so much heavier and it's got like that rich kind of flavor profile to it. Minusing range, I don't know. We can do this for now, but you're gonna do nothing because you scale with range, but you do pierce on critical hit, and but we don't know if we care about crit right now. Let's do another roll, see what we're looking at. Scared sausage, sure. Attacks have a chance to burn. Have a 25% chance to burn. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Yes, that's crazy. You know, I think only milk-based products have ever made me feel full from drinking them. It could be a little bit of like a skill issue, you know, I gotta refine my palate more. But even water, right? I can chug a ton of water. That one I can sometimes feel full. Feel like I'm close to becoming the, you know, wee for a wee person. Doing nothing but putting my body through becoming 95% water rather than 80% water. But that's like, you know, your life hack, the very common one that everybody says. If you're feeling very hungry and you want to lose weight and stick to your diet, just drink a lot of water. Now, it doesn't really work though. You feel bloated, but not like full, you know? Plus HP recovered, plus weapons there. I mean, we've just got to get something. We have to get something. That's elemental. That's a sword. It's something though. HP regen, but minus lifesteal. No, we're going to care about lifesteal a lot. We will get sharp tooth. It's not great for us, but it is a purple already, which is really nice. Maybe we should just go with, but like being a little baby who uses nothing but melee weapons doesn't sit right with me. I wanted to kind of experiment with the new elemental stuff. But of course, the one time that I'm like, let's experiment with the elemental stuff is when they're never going to show up in shop. They've become illegal. They're contraband goods for the baby, which I mean, you know, fair enough. You probably don't want him dying from it. The icicle would be really cool to see though. I'd love to see how it actually works. And then also get the, whenever they take elemental damage, you know, they take 10% increased damage. Getting Greek fire would also go crazy. Getting Grease lightning would also go crazy. But that's just because I'm a big fan of the musical. That's actually not true. My dad was, so like I know some of the songs from it because my dad really liked the musical, which is crazy because I showed him La La Land and he was like, what was that? That was horrible. It was not horrible, first of all. It was a really good musical. I liked it a lot. Let's do this one. Combine the two. Roll it. Get Genteel Alien and roll one more time. See what we're looking at here. Explosive damage, armor up minus speed. I think that's fine. If I get cancer, I'm going to blame this soda. Yeah, I think one dose of aspartame is really what everybody is holding back, you know? It's the one, it's like my immune system. And then like, it's Spider-Man holding back the train. And it's the cancer from aspartame. I'm pretty sure that that's what it is. One more Diet Coke and I'm fucked. It's over for me. Well, actually, medically, no, I understand that. Like, there's been like a trillion studies at this point proving that unless you're drinking upwards of 50 cans a day, your body can completely normally process it, and there's absolutely zero effect on gut health microbiomes until past the 50th one per day, which I'm not drinking 50 per day. So for now, I'm good. But once I up my consumption a little bit, by the way, we are fucked. Like, plain and simply, I don't see how I get out of it. Yeah. Okay, we'll try baby again. Who are the other ones? Have 6 different weapons at once. We'll get that when we play baby. Reach 10 elemental damage and get 3 structures at the same time. We could also get that when we play baby, but I think what I'm going to do is go precision and just do a bunch of crit weapons. I think that that's the plan for this time. We didn't get anything to help us with harvesting. That wasn't exactly my plan. Now, starting with Shuriken is insane work. I won't lie. I should not have started Shuriken. Shuriken is probably the more premium of the weapons you can have. In fact, I should have just started with the Thieves Dagger, because the more we level, the more slots we get. The more slots we get, the stronger we are. Exponentially increasing from there, yes. Minusing a melee damage for more harvesting is crazy work, but for right now it is the correct play, unfortunately. Minusing 1 HP from consumables but giving us a little bit of regen is worthwhile, and giving us even more regen is very worthwhile, because now we regen 1 HP every 2 seconds. Doesn't sound insane, and that's because it isn't yet. We've got to, you know, get a little bit better, but then we can start just doing more precise weapons. We're gonna have to get our melee damage back up, because I believe this one does scale off of melee damage. Okay, I have misclicked the escape button. Yes, it is off of melee damage. 34% of melee damage. I swear it used to be 15%, but you know, if they're buffing Shuriken, I'm so here for it, because Shuriken is a very fun weapon that has been very nichely useful throughout most of Brotato's history. So I say it like this is a summoning salt video. Plus 6 melee for -3 ranged. We really have to commit there. It's a bit worrying how hard we'd have to commit there. I think we do this for now. We can combine our 2 shurikens later. Still can't use the S key, by the way. Just had to check real quick, because, you know, it doesn't feel right using arrow keys. I feel like I'm back in elementary school playing Flash games. Back when I was like, why do they want me to use WAS? That doesn't make any sense. The arrow keys are designed for you to move. But that's, you know, it makes sense, right? When you're a kid, your hands are so much smaller. So it feels right to use arrow keys and mouse at the same time. Me, fully grown, large adult man, it does not feel great. I feel cramped. I feel stuck within my own skin. Wait a minute, I'm learning empathy. Okay, yoink that. Another shuriken, my good sir. And then I think we get an SMG. So we actually don't even want this other shuriken yet, because it's just going to be a white one. We're not there yet. I mean, well, if we level up off of this one, I'll regret it. What are the odds that happens, though? But yeah, SMG should be really good, because we should have a high crit. We haven't done anything to negatively affect our range damage. What does kind of suck is the fact that we are at a disadvantage of not getting any free stats from leveling. So every stat that we want, we actually have to spec into. There's no free handouts anymore. We're no longer playing a Nepo baby of a character. We're just playing the normal baby of a character, so... Yeah, I mean, the more I've played Brotato, the more I've realized how impactful level up stats are, because they are without a downside stat ups. Normally, most items in this game have some downside to them to stop you from just being able to brain off, pick the best ones all the time. Here we will go for an ethereal weapon that'll scale our attack speed. That looks really good. Minusing a range damage, but we get a chance to heal. Ooh, that is such a rough choice. We do it for now, and then we will get our range damage back up later. Maybe we just lock in mastery, and then we completely say fuck it to the range damage and become a full melee character using nothing but different melee weapons, and most of them precision, but not all of them. And honestly, now that I've said it out loud, that could be the strat. I think that it's like a 80-20. I'm sure that that's a good idea. The 80 is that it's not a good idea. 20 is that it is. So I suppose I could have said it the other way, but you know, I left you all in suspense for a mere moment. It's one of the first rules of cinema, probably. I didn't really pay too much attention in my cinema class. I did perform a scene from Rick and Morty in it at one point, but you know, that's just to show how really cool I was in high school. Okay. One here. Let's get it. I think it's worthwhile of a purchase. And then we can buy another shuriken for now. Do I actually want this many shurikens? Ooh, that's really good. That's so good. So then what we're looking at here is selling the SMG, because it does 1 damage per shot currently, and just getting ghost axe instead and scaling our damage percentage off of that one. 2 ethereal weapons is scary because it is -1 armor, but we do get plus dodge. We're going to take a lot of damage. A lot of damage. Yeah, I regret getting that. If I wanted a healthy low-calorie drink, I'd bring a tea. Dude, but teas are delicious, man. I fuck with teas heavily. I've been drinking a lot of bubble teas recently, and I know it's like, aren't those just a fad version of tea? So it's kind of like a yes and no, right? Because yes, it is a big fad to get boba, and I understand that, like, you know, some people are off put by, oh, it's just you're bandwagoning. But the thing is, I don't think anywhere but boba shops do fruit teas as well, man. I love a good fruit tea, and the best fruit teas always come from boba stands, so I'm obviously a big boba fan because of that. The Boba Fett, you know, Django even. I could be a Django fan. No, but I am a big boba fan mainly because of that. We need to get up our max HP desperately. And we are hitting nothing to help with that. Granted, I'm probably rolling past stuff that could also help with that. We should also get another Ghost Flint, scale our attack speed more. Still have no damage percentage from the axe, but the axe has just, it's a recent include, so let's not judge it based off of any kind of false morals, such as, oh, well, it hasn't contributed so far. Of course not, it just got here. Okay, it's not very fair to be like, why don't you have $1 billion yet? Give me a second, I've just spawned into the world. Also, because if I had $1 billion, I would max out all of my gacha game accounts. No, I actually would do that for sure. But like, no, I feel like even if I had $1 million, right? In Genshin games specifically, I still would not, like Hoyo games, I should say. Sorry, I called them Genshin games. But in Hoyo games, I still probably wouldn't even really whale aside from getting one copy of every character. I think that would be all I would ever wail on for a Hoyo gacha game, because the more you spend, the less fun the game is, because everything just dies before you even get to enjoy playing your video game. And it's kind of like, what am I doing here then? Let's minus our range, get a ton more attack there. We can get a fist and have a different type of weapon there. Is it great? No, but it's something. Yeesh, yeesh. Oh, these are supposed to be combined. Okay, good. I was like, why is it so much damage? We can't minus our harvesting. Harvesting is still a side thing we're scaling with. We have so many weapons already. You just wait. This is just the beginning. It is nice to kind of have a random bullshit kind of build. Also, the more we upgrade our Ghost Flint, the less hits it's taking for Ghost Flint to pop off, which is really nice. And muscly little dude, I believe, gives us fuck me, dude. Sorry, I'm trying to hit escape. I believe if I wasn't using the arrow keys, and I know that sounds like an excuse, I genuinely mean it, because I got so many hits because I thought I hit escape, and then I realized, oh shit, my muscle memory is off because I thought I was on WASD and I just hit enter for no reason. But yeah, I like milk tea too. I think milk tea is really good. I mean, most boba places also do milk tea, so it's not like I have to choose between one or the other. What we're gonna do here is we're gonna take this and we're gonna start with some of these like very high lifesteal innately weapons. So let's start with scissors. No, let's start with thief dagger, then go into scissors, then get more medical weapons from there. Granted, it's weird because medical weapons normally also have, by the way, yeah, we'll just keep rotating between the new characters until I get my Danger 5 wins on them. I'm sure I can do it. I've just got to kind of figure out what works on the characters. The other characters, you know I made myself seem to be a pro gamer when I played Brotato before on stream. It's because I had played a lot of Brotato off stream, so I already knew what I was looking for on most characters. Now, lifesteal and is kind of whatever. Attack speed, range, and minus armor, I'm going to go with controversially. But maybe I just go SMGs. It could just be everything goes in the SMG hole again. We'll keep our options open. Celeste from Danganronpa was onto something. What, wanting to live in a castle with nothing but a bunch of white men? With a bunch of Asterians? I said white as though it was a slur. I meant, like, if you look at the picture that she had of her dream, they were pasty beyond belief. Those motherfuckers were coated up in some kind of makeup, all right? They made Lady Dimitrescu look like she had a tan. So... probably just a little bit of lifesteal if I had to imagine, but let's look at our options here. Kind of sucks ass for most of them. Let's get max HP. I know that we get less max HP, and yeah, that kind of sucks, but we need some to live through hits, and then we buy bag here and we're on to something. We're not committing too hard to either SMG build or precision build, because I'm not sure right now which one will be better for us. And it kind of depends on the other stuff. I mean, she likes milk tea. Oh, that part. That's true. She also, you know what? She had one thing where a lot of people were like, OMG, she's so insane. But she was kind of right. which was she has this whole monologue where she talks about the way that milk tea is prepared and if it's part of the brewing process or if they simply add milk afterwards. And like everyone's like, wow, how high maintenance, but like she's kind of right. If you brew it with the milk, it tastes so much different than just like finishing your milk tea and then just adding a little bit of milk to it. It completely changes. She eats a cup of Fumi because he made it wrong. Yeah, I mean, like, you know, that part, yeah, probably a little bit higher on the maintenance side. But still, my point stands. I think Vampire, I like the idea of... Oh my god, I see so many hearts moving in the YouTube chat. Guys, if you love me, you can just say it. Come on, it's so embarrassing. But like, that's where it's like, yeah, I understand where a lot of people are coming from. I've been watching people watch through or play through Danganronpa. Dude, it's so fun to watch people uncover the mysteries for the first time until you get to Danganronpa 3, but we don't have to talk about that. Like, V3 is kind of its own thing. So, you know, look, we all know that it's not that good. I don't have to say it out loud. We all know already. We can get another shuriken, keep our precision synergy up, and then we can get a sharp tooth, and maybe we do just transition into being full melee. I don't know. It depends on if my doctor approves me for it or not, you know, much as I would love to. In terms of HP regen, the weird ghost was definitely worth taking because it just gives us front-loaded damage. B, oh my god, I've been there before. Every meme circa, I don't know what was it, 2018, where everyone was just adding a B in front of stuff, and that was peak comedy. You'd use the B emoji, not the one that shows a bee that's like a buzzing one that flies around. I mean, you would use a red background with a white bee. You know the one I'm talking about, but I wanted to clarify just in case so that nobody could make me look a fool. I know precisely what I'm talking about, dude. I don't like looking over at Twitch chat and constantly seeing the banned message of the one guy who is a bot. Kind of makes it feel like the Twitch chat might be a little bit dead. I don't know, man. I don't know. We're still minus the damage for now. I think I'm down for this. 16 harvesting's pretty good for this early on. By the end of the game, that should shoot up decently. It's not going to be insane no matter what, because harvesting is... Well, do we have any modifiers to our harvesting? No, we don't. So then harvesting's not bad to go no matter what, but going too negative into our HP when I have the HP total of a porcelain vase or vase, I mean, you know, it really depends on how bourgeoisie you're feeling on the day. When I have that kind of HP total, it's probably not that worth me investing hard into, you know? But we'll see. I mean, right now I'm able to take a couple hits. I'm able to take a couple of guys. I mean, not in a fight, obviously. I'm a little bit too frail for that, but I am able to take them. In terms of damage, we deal shit fuck bad damage, but that's okay. We'll get 3 more armor so we don't just get one shot. We'll buy this so we also don't get one shot, and then we'll lose one of the armor that we just purchased, but ultimately we are still up, me leaving the casino. Power generator is insane. Power generator is how we crawl out of this hole we're in because it turns all speed upgrades into damage upgrades, therefore allowing us to double the effectiveness of a certain stat. So speed now also equaling damage means speed upgrades become very important and feel way better to take. Speed's already a really good stat that I sleep on a lot. Why do I sleep on it a lot? Because it doesn't directly increase my damage. Now that it directly increases my damage, I have no reason to ignore it. I'm very much of the mindset of, well, what's it doing for me? We could probably take a little bit of damage here, just so I get a little bit more damage percent, because our damage percent is still unfortunately very negative. It's hard for them to actually kill me because of how much lifesteal we get when we're on low, and the fact that our SMGs are essentially just heal bots. They don't deal any damage whatsoever. I completely agree with that. If that is your complaint of my SMGs, yes, they don't deal anything, but they don't have to. More crit chance is really good. HP regen, I almost snap picked and then I remembered something. It's horrible for us right now. Plus 1%, so it's minus 5% damage. For now, it's just a damage downgrade. But you never know. Spawning more enemies right now feels like a horrible idea. With that said, have I ever been one to make smart decisions informed by anything? I don't think so. Yeah, I think we're chilling on that. Okay. I'm not gonna look at too much of our damage totals because I think they're very skewed, and looking at them will give me a improper idea of how strong and or weak our run is. Cause like, Look, I already know how strong and or weak our run is. The answer is it's not very strong. And it's also weak. Damn, that burp was disgusting. I'm so sorry. I hope it didn't get picked up too well. Look, I had frozen food for dinner, okay? The number of preservatives and the amount of sodium in it is going to kill me. That's how it is. I'm getting, unfortunately now, to an age where I can't just eat hot garbage. No, I still can. I'm just gonna burp. And you know what? I'm still gonna continue to eat the, like, worst food of all time. Absolutely stuff you should not be eating as often as I am. You know, I mean... Look, I'm gonna constantly deflect the blame, okay? It's because of the environment I grew up in. No, but I mean, it is true, right? Like, I go over for pizza nights with my family, and every time they order a Pizza Hut pizza, now, I'm not gonna lie, and this might be sacrilegious, so hopefully, you know, they'll never hear me say this. I think Pizza Hut pizza kind of sucks. Personally, I'm not a huge fan of it, okay? I don't think it's that great. Which one's the one that Hatsune Miku likes? Is it Domino's? I think Hatsune Miku is the Domino's one, right? I can't remember. I can't because we never get the collabs, obviously, in the US, so it wouldn't really be something that would stick in my mind. But if it is Domino's, then yet again, me and Hatsune Miku are so similar. I mean, what else are we similar on? We're beloved by all. We both have blue hairs and pigtails. And we both have plenty of people who, like, you know, would die for us. Me, not as many, probably. Like, I'm getting there, okay? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that Hatsune Miku has, like, a ton of, like, the Domino's sponsorships. I think... I'm not too deep into the Hatsune Miku lore, okay? And that's my biggest regret in life. Well, especially because, like, dude, when I went to the one convention, there was so much Miku merch, and everyone was like, oh my god, it's her. And I felt like I was so missing out, because, like... All I know is she got blue hair and pronouns. It's pretty much all I know. I've heard like two or three of her songs, and I've been like, damn, these are really good. I should listen to some more. And then I just don't. So that's, you know, a little bit of a skill issue. Now, what are we looking for here? More crit chance, more melee damage. Actually, our first instance of it. That's really nice. Make more enemies spawn, because how could that ever be an issue? Minusing lifesteal at the cost of getting more luck is debatably worth it, and I will be doing it, but we'll see if that is the correct choice as time goes on. Getting more speed, damage, armor, and max HP at the cost of a little bit of crit chance is a controversial pick, but one that I will take, because our speed equals damage. So this is actually plus 6% damage, 1 armor, and 3 max HP. I think that's pretty worthwhile. We're getting plus 6% speed. It's very barely outvaluing itself. Just you wait till I get another. I actually don't know if you can get more than 1 power generator. If you can, the way they should... if you can, then the way they stack is going to go absolutely insane. But otherwise, I'm not 100% sure. We're looking for the shark fin pretty hard here. Yo, you should check out the official Miku/Pokemon songs. I didn't even know she had official songs. I know that the one song in... which one was it? The most recent one, Scarlet Violet. There's the Terra raid battle theme. And I remember listening to it and being like, this shit is so good, but also it kind of sounds like it's straight out of Undertale. And then I looked up the composer and I was like, holy shit. Toby Fox, what are you doing here? It's like Adam Sandler appearing in that one episode of Jesse. Not everybody will get that reference, but if you do, you're welcome. That was a pretty good one. Thank you. Thank you. It is one of the funniest cameos of all time. Every time Adam Sandler cameos in something, I'm just like, I know he just loves living his life, man. Yeah, we'll get to it for free. It's got to be worthwhile. 9% speed, that's got to be good. Just buy these. Just a normal ass knife. I mean, yeah, probably over this. Losing some range for plus damage. We're finally in the positive damage region. I don't mean to alarm you. But yeah, if you want to, like, perhaps throw any of the songs into the Discord so that I may listen to them. Especially because, dude, I'm always in such a music drought. I pretty much just listen to whatever my Spotify Discover puts on, and they're like, we're gonna play some songs that you've never listened to before. And then it just starts, all the small things, and I'm like, no, yeah, I've heard this one. Actually, I know that Blink 182 is a very underground band, so thank you, Spotify DJ, for being like, hey, we got some new shit that you've never heard before. Unfortunately, I'm over the age of 10. I have heard all the small things. But you know, good try. Absolutely, we respect the grind. The mummies are getting faster and faster, and my damage is not killing them, which is very concerning. Concerning. No, I mean, we're still kind of outvaluing. Our damage is not great, and we are getting overrun very easily. But if you ignore that negative side, what's the upside? We're still surviving. No need to get eye surgery. Me to anybody else. Oh, the eyes you have. Yeah, we'll get rid of that one. 4 melee damage is so tempting, but 9 speed is also 9% damage, so I think I go that one. We can get another purple shuriken here, and I think that's the most worthwhile way to do it. Then we drop a normal knife for another sharp tooth. Because it also gives us the 2-piece primitive bonus. Yeah, that's really worthwhile, I'd say. What else are we looking for here? Probably riposte, just for the melee damage it provides, and then probably 2% lifesteal minus 3 harvesting isn't bad. 10% attack speed minus 2% damage also isn't bad. Another thieves dagger. That's rough. That is a rough choice to make. Let's minus some range, because I don't really care about it. When have I ever looked at range and been like, oh yeah, I need this one? Now, we are on a horde wave. This could be the death of us. I'm going to bank on the idea that it's not for 2 reasons. 1, dying is cringe, and I don't very much like it. And 2, as our health goes down, our lifesteal goes up. As our lifesteal goes up, we're harder to kill. It's basic mathematics. I've charted out the equation on the front of class. It's been outlined. You know, you should have it in your notes by now. Dude, I hated when professors were like, well, didn't you have it in your notes? And it's like, no, man, you didn't teach it. It's the most obnoxious thing. I had one math teacher who was constantly like, oh, so you didn't take notes on this? I asked other people, I was like, did he go over this? And they were like, no. Okay, well, of course not. Well, then, of course I don't have notes on it. You haven't taught it to us. What am I supposed to do? Look up extra lectures from other professors and be like, oh, so that's what I'm supposed to do. Especially because, dude, I mean, me and that teacher kind of butted heads, but it's because normally I was really good at math and it came to me very naturally, and it was one of the only times math didn't come to me naturally, and it was the only moment in my life I had empathy and I could understand where other people who hated math were coming from. Luckily, that didn't last too long, and I never had to slum with those people again. Okay. Here, I think you combine these two to get one of these. Controversial choice, I know, but I think that's the best one. Minusing 1 max HP. Ooh, the mouse here goes crazy. I was about to call him a rat 3 times. That's just because, you know, the mind sees what the mind wants. Cycle this one, buy this one. It's a simple upgrade. Minusing max HP for that armor I don't think is worth it. We're only at 6 armor. I thought we were 10 plus. Okay, start focusing a little bit more armor then. Now, what else are we looking for on this one? Hunting trophy. We are killing everything with crits. Tentacle. That one's for personal pleasure. That one's got nothing to do with the run. I'm just getting, you know, I could really use something to keep me stimulated. Keep something stimulated. Yo, it's so crazy how some people are like, oh, I'm so afraid of getting my prostate exam. Brother, the homeless guy out back at 7-Eleven gives me a free one every weekend. And I don't even know what for at this point. So let me tell you right now, you got nothing to fear, all right? Be lucky you're getting a sanctioned one. Okay, keep dodging here and we're chilling. In terms of damage, our damage is really, really bad. In terms of survivability, we are dead and buried. So do with that what you must. What were we missing there? We were at 136% damage. So why did nothing deal damage? And 38% lifesteal. Okay, so realistically, what was my issue there? I was going melee. I think that with a lifesteal character, it's important to have a high tick rate. Because, I mean, obviously, yes, the SMG hole. Whoa, yes, I get it. But the higher your number of shots, the more that lifesteal can proc. The more that lifesteal can proc, you're not going to believe this, the more damage you deal. You won't believe. All right, we're chilling. Yeah, so hopefully we just get a ton more SMGs and then we don't have to worry about anything. Get +1 on the range damage. I know that it does nothing right now, but it's not actually bad overall. Get the spooky ghost here because this will enable us to have maximum benefit at round start, and then we will lifesteal back all of our HP just due to the fact that we have so much lifesteal when we're low HP. So the lower we stay, the better. We only have lifesteal based off of missing health, right? For every 3% missing health. So right now we're at +14. So no matter what, we will have some lifesteal. And we are actually damage positive right now because of how low our health is, which is really nice. I mean, the damage modifiers go kind of crazy, so maybe I don't need to worry so much about damage percent. We'll see. What would also be nice is getting sad tomato. I think I ignored it last run because I thought to myself, oh, health regen's useless. You've got to think about it differently because it's not necessarily useless due to the, okay, order. Could have had a little bit more money if I bought coupon first. Sorry, I just saw a second SMG and my monkey brain ignited. It went, wait a minute, we know how to use these. I see what's happening here. But so with range damage, what matters if you're doing an SMG build, and I'm sure people already know this, but I'm still gonna teach it because this is a teachable moment and I'm nothing if not a teacher and tutor. The way that range damage works on SMGs is they have a 50% of your range damage. Now, it does not round up, it rounds down. This means every 2 points of range damage is 1 effective damage increase on an SMG. So you're really looking to increase by multiples of 2. The fact that I'm at 5 right now is a little bit unlucky. I kind of forgot that we got mutation. So I did throw that a little bit. We could take this for a little bit of innate lifesteal. We shouldn't need that much innate lifesteal right now. Then getting 1 armor at the price of -2 max HP is worthwhile because max HP modifiers are reduced by 50%. So essentially all this actually reads as is +1 armor -1 max HP, which is really nice. Now, I say it effectively reads as that. That's not necessarily true when you start to factor in the idea that all of the other HP upgrades are also half as effective. So it's not a one-sided street like that, but still the armor at the value of what is essentially 1 HP for us, 1 effective HP for us, is not at all bad. And I mean, because duct tape's also just good, right? Tape and be like, best of luck opening this one. But then, you know, the thing about that, friend, and let me drag them for a second, okay? Dude, first of all, let me remind everybody, for everybody who doesn't know, I am bisexual, okay? Obviously, you know, wow, I can't believe he always has to bring it up and shove it down our throats. This is relevant to the story, okay? That friend, he moved away, but he didn't move far. He moved literally 5 minutes away. It was a different school system, sure, but he was 5 minutes further than he normally was. So I could still go visit him all the time. And we did hang out a lot. And then he came out as gay and said, hey, I can't hang out with you anymore because you're not supportive. The fuck you mean, man? I'm on your team, brother. We are we are the same. What are we talking about here? Well, you're just jealous because I've got more options. Yeah, I can get rejected 3 times as much. Try not to get too jealous. Yeah, that's right. I'm shooting my shot twice as often and having no bites still. Fear not the fisherman who catches 1 fish, but the one who casts 4,000 times and reels in none. No, but that's always perplexed me and lived in the back of my mind because I'm like, what the hell did I do? But like, if anything, I'm sorry, like maybe it's because we weren't hanging out as much, but also I was like 14. I couldn't really drive over, so it wasn't at my behest whether or not we were hanging out. So what the hell was I supposed to do at that point? But then, you know, when I came out as bi, I was like, maybe he'd take me back now. Maybe we still have a chance at this friendship, at this crazy thing called life. Let's get 2% innate lifesteal going because we don't always have our lifesteal. And then plus 1 more range damage does change a breakpoint for us. So changing breakpoints equals way better. We'll get more innate lifesteal yet again. Oh, baby, that's good. Holy shit, Sharp Bullets is insane when you're doing a run with SMGs. Because SMG's one thing is it's not the best at wave clear until you get piercing. That's not about to live. Bro is spitter facts. Thank you. Wait, hey, you know what? If I'm spitter facts, I'll let you be swallow facts. Hey, what can I say? We're representation on this. All right, walking into the enemy and taking 97% of your HP and damage. What do we think about that one? Probably not gonna do it in the future. Got it. Hold on. What? That's fucking crazy. That's insanity to me. I mean, yes, I walked into the enemy 3 times. Damn, that sucks because we were so set up after that. Okay, okay. Everybody close your eyes. It didn't happen. Let's do baby instead. Let's be baby. I had a duct tape friend too, but he was straight. So you're telling me that it wasn't related to the duct tape that my one friend was gay. Okay, well, there goes one of my theories. Fuck me. Okay. The inhumane urge to try and make an elemental build work. Will it ever work? The answer is likely no, right? Elemental damage is, I think, still pretty bad, but I want it to work so bad. Has you ever has a dreams that you want him to do you so bad that you can do anything? That's what I thought. So yeah, I mean, I want elemental to work, so I'm gonna try and make it happen. Okay, I'm gonna make fetch happen. Trust me. Minusing 1 to my elemental damage is a cruel joke game. You don't have to be a bastard about it. Get trees to die in 1 hit, sure, and then we're still looking for no. Well, because on the one side of the coin, right? Max HP is really nice at survivability. Minusing HP regen this early, I'm not sure about. Let's get more XP at the cost of a little bit of range because we need our levels very bad. Oh, the taser shoots multiple shots now? Or maybe it always has, and this is showing how often I use the taser. That is to say, not very often. Essentially as often as there is a blood moon. Actually, I don't know how common those are. I've only played Terraria, and those, you know, they appear decently often, assuming you have consumed your first heart crystal, but you know. Oh, was that you weren't ready for the Terraria knowledge check? Yeah, we do things a little different around here. I actually ask people over the age of 18 for nudes. I know, unheard of for a YouTuber. What can I say? Truly, I'm trying to break new mold in this industry, you know? Be a new kind of man no one's ever seen before. So what else are we looking for on this kind of run? It's kind of like, that's the question, right? I don't know, because it's such a weird character to play. I can tell you with 100% certainty, we need more elemental damage and we need burning to spread if we're going to make this work. Burning spreads. Ask and ye shall receive. Minusing armor is scary this early. I don't think I want to do it, so I will. Because if I don't leave my comfort zone, I'm never going to get better as a person. Now, more attack speed at the cost of damage. When we don't have any positive damage upgrades right now, and we can only get stats from what we're actively buying, it's not worthwhile. We are at negative armor, which means we are very glass cannon, but if I play smart, we should never get hit anyways, because burning does spread at this point, which means doesn't really matter. We need to get better, we need to get the scared sausage probably, and we also need to get elemental damage actually, but it just hasn't shown up yet, so we should look for, I think coal gives elemental damage. I think, does the propeller hat give elemental damage, or does it just give you a sense of whimsy in the world around you and make it also harder to buy alcohol? It's fucked up. Every time I walk into the liquor store and I'm like, hey man, get me something, and I'm holding, you know, a comically large lollipop and the propeller on top of my head is spinning, they're always like, I'm gonna need to see some ID for that one. Fucking foiled again, man. When did this update release? So technically, if you're playing on console, this update isn't out yet. This update is on the beta branch of PC. So this is not the full Abyssal Terror DLC. The way I see it, this is like a sneak peek, because they were like, damn, we wanted this out by summer, but the DLC is taking longer to get out. Which, like, I'd way rather them take their time and have the DLC be fucking amazing. So this is, on Steam, you can right click and go into properties and opt into betas. It is the very bottom one that just says beta patch. It's not one of the other ones. Some of the other ones are like older patches of the game, if you like some of the stuff they had before they had nerfs, which, like, no offense, if you need to play the version where everything's unnerfed, hey man, Weenie Hut Generals is down the hall, all right? Sure, they'd love to have you. We'll get this one. It's something for now. We locked this one, and we probably want to lock that one, but I can't give up my harvesting just yet, so we'll keep this as it is. Having, by the way, if you're wondering why we got the mines, it's just trying to unlock that other character for having elemental damage in addition to having structures. We're gonna kind of go engineering plus elemental for this build. Could be seen as very erroneous and not worthwhile. Don't know if lifesteal procs off of burning damage. If it does, we need lifesteal. If it doesn't, we still need survivability of some kind, so I'm probably going to go lifesteal because we are using ranged weaponry that has multiple hits to it, so it doesn't really matter regardless. I made it sound as though there was a real choice at play here. Death is looking imminent and approaching ever quicker because I can't outrun the chargers, which is not great. Left 4 Dead You motherfucker, why did you shoot him? If I held click, I would have lived. If I held click and didn't shoot him, I lived. But my auto-targeting, little stupid baby idiot. Okay, I'm going to make elemental damage work. I know the last 17 times it hasn't worked. What you have to realize is it's one of those things where the 18th time, it goes wild. Why don't you down the danger? It doesn't seem like you're built for it. Oh. Okay, and you fucking just, I'm sure you would give up on life too, huh? Come on, we got this shit. I'm built for it, probably, most likely. I mean, you know, thus far I'm not built for it, but just give me a second here. We'll get a turret. That gives us something. Removing speed from enemies. Ooh, burning spreads, and then we will lock this one so we can get an extra upgrade on the, oh, it's not even an upgrade because we don't have the wand yet. That's true. So that'll be our wand. Then we have wand, taser, and burning snake. Good, solid start. We need to get... Sorry, I just said solid and snake, and all I was thinking is, what a thrill with darkness and silence. Man who's never played Metal Gear before. No, I have. I mean, which ones did I play? Revengeance and Phantom Pain. Those are the only ones I played. But, like, look, you can't tell me I didn't start on some fucking bangers of games, okay? Those games go insanely hard. We'll get another taser after this one, and then we should get some more armor, too, just to stay alive. Locking the entire shop. Yeah, no, what can I say? I'm a genius. The finance TikTok people love me. You know, the ones who have podcasts where they act like they're helping people with finances, but all they really do is just yell at their guests the entire time. And their guest is like, well, yeah, but, like, I don't know. If I'm not living my life, what's the point? And the other person's like, oh, so you just fucking think you deserve everything? And I'm like, I don't think that's what they said. I'm pretty sure what they said is like, yeah, I mean, I know I DoorDash every now and then, but it's like, if I'm not, you know, maybe I could go out and get food instead. You're right. And they're like, no, you shouldn't even go out to eat. And I'm like, well, I mean, like, I don't think you're living their life. Last I checked, this seems like it's all on them. So if they would like to, I mean, who am I to stop them? What are we going to do here? It's a rough choice. I think that what we do is drop a taser, buy the shiv, lock the charcoal. Probably didn't have to drop the taser there. That is true. But it's nice to have the other elemental weapon right now and just kind of keep the rotation up. Then we get coal next time, keep our elemental damage up, and we'll get ritual, which means we'll get an actual damage upgrade that also gives us lifesteal. Survivability is at an all-time low yet again, but I can't really act like it's anybody's fault other than my own. I'm the one who has drafted the items, so to say like, oh my god, it's so hard, isn't really fair. I think Baby's a little bit of a character where the beginning part of the game looks very hard, almost undoably so. And then as you start to scale up, you go insane. So that's the hope, at least. We will start by buying this and then this and locking this one. Rolling again and locking all three of these. Come on, baby, big money, no whammies. And then, was that lifesteal I got? It was lifesteal. We're at 2% lifesteal. 2% is my favorite way to have my milk. Is it my favorite way to have lifesteal, though? I'm not 100% sure. Dude, actually, speaking of 2% milk. You know that one challenge that went around a while ago? That was like, it's humanly impossible to drink a gallon of milk in 1 hour. That can't be right. Because I feel like I did that when I was a kid. Because here's the thing. I came from a skim milk household, as I'm sure a lot of people did. Because their parents were like, oh, you know, you should just have the skim milk. It's got no calorie, or it's got none of the fat. I think it still has calories. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not a skim milk expert, even though I had to eat it for most of my childhood. And it's so... We're Baby, we are not the other one, so we just dropped this. Sorry, I couldn't remember which character we were for a second. Then we're gonna have to buy all of these. Eesh, that's a little bit scary. That's a little bit scary. Buy one of these. But yeah, so I always had to have skim milk over what we'll call good milk. Ooh, burning sausage, really good. We just gotta live one wave here. So let me lock in for a second. And so... One time I went over to my grandparents' place and they had 2% milk instead. Bro, I took one sip of it because I was a big milk drinker as a kid. What about now? No, I got enough calcium, I think, to last me for the rest of my lifetime. I'll still drink it if it's around. I'm still a fan of it. I just don't feel like I need to drink as much. My bones are already big and strong. At this point, they could cut titanium, use them to coat the diamond cutting saws. It's also fucked up that we use diamond to cut diamond cut, or use the diamond coated saws to cut diamond. Really asks the question, how did we get it in the first place? Anyways, you fucking asshole. Should have locked in. Okay. Elemental damage isn't gonna work. Stop trying to make it work. Just fucking lock in and win a run for once in your goddamn life. Fair enough. Let's start with the pistol then. Let's win a run. But anyways, so the first time that I actually had skim milk, or sorry, 2% milk, I was like, holy shit, this milk is so creamy and it's got so much more flavor to it. And they were like, oh yeah, that's just 2% milk. Bro, I think I drank that entire gallon within an hour, maybe two, because time dilation kind of, you know, goes crazy when you're a child. Nothing seems to pass in normal time. But I definitely drank their entire thing worth of it. I'm sure that they were pleased with that. Your grandson shows up, leaves after raiding all of the milk in your fridge. Range down at the cost of getting more damage is pretty worthwhile. Sharp bullets, we buy now, even though it seems early, because if we get an SMG, which we already have now, we lock all of these, and we're looking pretty. We're already off to a really good start, and then we just start getting more weapons, keeping our army of weapons amassed to their fullest potential. We're gonna go fucking crazy, okay? I feel it. Yeah, so after raiding all of the milk that they own, I went back home and I was like, we need to get that 2% milk. Then they were like, all right, we'll do you one better. We got you whole milk. And whole milk, I like it every now and then. I think it's a bit much. I still like it though. I would absolutely down a bottle of it. I'd say a bottle, an entire carton of it. But that's just, you know, it's because if I don't have calcium, what do I have? By the way, is our range damage? Our range damage is currently only at +1. We need to start scaling that up because it's really hard when you don't have free level up stats to actually get your stats up. I know, shocking, heartbreaking. Man learns level up stats, gives stats. But if we get a little bit of lifesteal and some more range damage, I think we're doing really good. This character's early levels are just so rough because you don't get the free stats and you're a little bit strapped for cash, which is why maybe precision plus extra money is the way to go early on. I'm not 100% sure. We just buy all of these and then we've got another SMG to lock and get later. Support potato launcher, like it's whatever. We definitely lock another SMG though. The more we have, the better, the safer we feel. We've got our pistol for dealing with anything that's like a large enemy, and then our SMGs just help us thin out the horde. Much like we're playing Left 4 Dead 2, one of the peak games of all time. Dude, I remember playing the hell out of that on my Xbox 360. And people probably said so much to me that I just didn't even listen to because I was too afraid to put in my headphones to play the game, because then I'd hear the zombies in my ear and I wouldn't be able to sleep at night. Begs the question, why'd I play it so much? Very simple. I liked going online, being the charger, and just going, let's fucking go. The tank was also chill, I mean, obviously, but like, come on, we all know that one already. We can get a medical gun, which will give us some form of sustain on a stick, which is really nice. Minusing our damage there might seem a little bit insane, but if we don't minus our damage, I think we're fucked, because we need to survive anyways. And now with our damage minus, I'm not even noticing any difference in our lethality, like, at all. We also should be looking for 6 different types of weaponry, such that we may unlock the other type of Brotato that we're missing. Well, there's 2 that we're missing, but the other one's a little bit weird to get, because we've got to go elemental and structures, and I don't know what character would be able to make that work, because I thought, oh, maybe Baby can make it work. His ass is really bad with that. I mean, what else are you, how else would you play this one? Because he just feels like a giga scaler, you know? Late game, he goes insane. Early game, he's a bug looking at him wrong will kill him. So +2 HP recovery. We'll take that for now. Sure, man. Absolutely. Say so much less. Oh, hey. I just got a notification on my phone. Guys, you won't believe it. Wait. Salted Slices went live? What the? Wait, what? Guys, since when? Who was gonna tell me that he went live? What the flip, guys? It was your job. Come on, now I'm gonna miss him. Now I know what you're thinking. Why do you get a notification for your own stream? Because I'm subscribed on a second account like a fucking loser. No, it is for my YouTube. Checking it from a secondary account was mainly to make sure that I wasn't shadow banned on anything. So I had looked it up, and then I was like, I'll drop myself a sub. I've deserved it. And then that viewer has done absolutely nothing for me because it's myself. And believe it or not, I don't turn on my own stream to watch. I know, but you could boost the number by 1. Well, if we look at the current number of concurrent viewers, I bet that would be like an 80% increase. So, all right. In terms of damage, we're fucked again. There's no way we're fucked again. Holy shit, man. This character gets so dumpstered early. Granted, I'd saved so much of my money to try and buy that. Pickup range isn't what we're looking for here. Another SMG is okay. We'll get trees die in one hit, even though it doesn't really matter. We don't have any lifesteal. That's our issue. That's why we feel like ass, dude. Okay, lock those, lock those. With this as our weapon set, I'm not too worried about the damage we're able to output. I think we should be able to, we're currently slightly ahead of the curve, if I had to say, and it's all because we lucked into a minigun, right? We're not very far ahead of the curve, and us not having any form of lifesteal definitely makes us feel a little bit more behind that curve. Fuck you. Oh man, we're so dead. We're so dumpstered. If I had any lifesteal, even 1%, I mean, it's nice that I've got the medical gun at the very least. It does provide us the little bit of survivability I so desperately need. Hold on. Dude, I can't play this character. This character and me, we don't get along right now. Wait. It's not over. Hold on. Oh, hasn't fucking rung yet. Okay. Please, please, please. Any form of H. We'll take regen. Sure. We'll buy this and then we'll buy that. Okay. Still no lifesteal. That's fine. This is right now I ever needed that anyways. We've got enough health regen and the medical gun now that I feel decent about survivability. Would feel way better if we had any form of lifesteal or any form of damage. Really, if we had any form of anything, because we also don't have good currency. We don't have good, you know, facial structure. I'm a sub 8 male, you know, according to r/men going their own way. Since I'm only 5'11" instead of 6 foot, I'm never gonna have a girlfriend in my entire life. And, you know, at this point, I might as well just end it all. But that's only because, you know, some very trusted Redditors have said that's the case. They've told me it's all that women care about. So, you know, if anybody's in authority on what women actually want, I bet it's a Redditor. They've just got that aura of correctness to them. Dude, it's actually, I love that site. It's such a cesspool, man. I love it in the same way that, like, you love the idea of seeing something toxic radiated. You know what I mean? It's cool because it's like, that's not supposed to look like that. Oh, weird. Huh. We're not taking it, but that is interesting. 8% chance to heal. We need range damage, you bastard. Can you just, like, anything to be nice? Oh my God, man, please. Please, any form of sustain. Okay, one more range damage. It might seem as though I'm, you know, coping and it's not actually good. That could be all we need. Okay, because now our guns are dealing actually more damage. Before they weren't break pointed for it, so at least now they're able to deal a little bit more. Takes a lot of shots for kills though. Way too many, some might say. In fact, most of our natural born life will be spent shooting this at a singular horde. And this is with us having increased piercing. We're so cooked. We're behind the curve again. We had a singular moment the turn we bought, or the one round we had minigun purchased, where we were actually ahead of the curve, and now we are strictly behind it again. It's amazing. We have no form of generating extra money. We are losing value on every single wave we play due to our inability to kill the waves that are surrounding us. And because of that, it's just we're digging further and further into a hole with no way to get out, seeing the dark spiral around us with no way to escape. So what's my plan? I don't know, probably find an escape, I guess. Just because we don't have a way out now doesn't mean we can't just, like, roll into one here. What would be really nice to see, like, the bat would be nice. Yeah, that's good. That's not good. That's fine. It doesn't really change anything. 5% lifesteal is everything I could ever ask for. Minusing our max HP could seem scary. There's a lot of things that seem scary in this world, okay? Minusing 1 HP regen for more HP I think is worthwhile, but I'm not 100% sure. And then we can lose some of that max HP we just got for more armor. Roll us again. 10% increased attack speed is fine. Our dodge, I didn't even know we had positive. What dodge item did I get? What was I thinking? Oh, this one. Wait, never mind. I'm a genius. All right, good choice, me. Yeah, our lifesteal should feel way better now. I know what you're thinking to yourself right now, because I am a psychic. You're an idiot for upping the number of enemies you had when you couldn't even deal with the current number on screen. Counterpoint, this one gave us lifesteal, which means even if there are more enemies, we might be able to outsustain the damage they're dealing, because we also got ourselves a lot more armor, so we're taking way less. So what's the point of this build? We can tank everything, not kill anything, and deal and heal back a marginal amount of the damage we've taken. In other words, it's pretty bad right now, but give it a couple years and maybe we'll be scary. Wait, it doesn't have a couple years. Okay, the prognosis has come back. Yeah, this shit's terminal. All right, well, keep dodging though. Giving up is for quitters. Well, and also as it would appear myself, but still. We can imagine. Oh shit, man. Yeah. Dude, this character's fucking impossible. Minus 20% items price? How come I never have money? How is it possible that everything's cheaper and all of the funds that I could ever want have been siphoned from my account, man? That doesn't add up at all. I mean, I suppose this could be why I failed math class, but it just doesn't, the numbers don't lie and they spell disaster for you at sacrifice. Okay, hear me out. We play baby again, but this time we go with a precise weapon and we try to leverage it into playing a build completely based around the idea of crits getting us extra money, so we level up extra fast to get us even more weapons that then we get to feed off of ourselves. I think I'm focusing too much on the idea of, oh, what if I'm ranged? What if I'm ranged? Range feels premium. Use sticks. Sticks isn't a bad idea either. That's true, because that's flat damage up on everything, and we can get 24 more of it. Oh my god, I totally forgot sticks were even in the game because I was so excited with the new stuff. Wait, that's actually kind of genius. Okay, I see where you're coming from. You're kind of a genius with that one. I do like it. I do like it. Minusing 1 melee damage at the cost of harvesting, it just doesn't feel worthwhile. I know I just spent money on this. We start scaling some damage percent while we wait for more sticks to show up. I don't know what you're thinking. Wasting your money on rerolls here isn't the play. You are correct. We shouldn't waste any more money on rerolls. We should just start getting as many kills as we can with this axe to give us some permanent damage upgrade for now while we look for our true love of our life. Was he able to start with a stick? I didn't really check too much because like reading is cringe and dumb. That's what I learned in elementary school. They were like, so it's hop on what? And I was like, you think I care? I've got Wowie-Pops to eat, and then I got recess to go to. We can take that one plus luck, sure, why not? A stick, okay. Stick, and then we upgrade this one also. We're gonna lose out on some max HP here. And yeah, at the cost of getting crit, it's not really worthwhile, because when you think about it, like, our sticks are never gonna crit anyways. But I like the idea here, because now we actually have a direction to move in. We should probably still aim for crits though, and here's why I say it. Even though it's harder to crit with sticks, therefore some people will tell you it's not worthwhile, and I think that for the most part they'd be correct. It gives us access to the tentacle for HP regen. We should be on the lookout for any of the monkey where we can heal whenever we pick up materials, and we should also be on the lookout for, I don't know what from there. I mean, obviously melee damage, right? That's tempting. So the thing is, we don't have any form of survivability right now, so I don't think it's too bad to take it. None of those. One more roll and then we move on. Okay. Saving some of our money so that we can actually buy stuff at the shops instead of doomer re-rolling for the rest of our lives, throwing away 80% of our capital gains and going, where did my money go? I think it could be very helpful going forward. Maybe harvesting should also be looked at more, because we do need some kind of form. Okay, shouldn't have taken that damage there, because as I've said, right now damage is pretty permanent for us. Not 100% permanent, but permanent enough that I don't like it. Lifesteal also isn't really optimal when you're doing melee. It just kind of goes really weird. First gen Pokemon names are goofy as fuck. Which one did you see that made you think that one? Because like Quagsire isn't even gen 1, and like every time I see that guy's name, I'm like, holy shit, my favorite Family Guy. You know what they call Sandshrew? Sand? What are you talking? Wait, what am I missing? Isn't that just, normally they call him Sandshrew if I'm, you know, not missing anything. Stats gained 4. Then we will combine a stick for now. There is an argument to be made that we freeze it and then get another one afterwards. Plus 2 HP regen. Okay, our HP regen is actually in the positive for now. Or, yeah, I think I don't understand what you're saying. Oh, in Japanese. Oh, that makes way more sense. I'm like, nah, there's still a shrew at the end, I'm pretty sure. I guess I'm not 100%, but yeah, our damage is still positive because of our hatchet. We'll keep the 1 hatchet, I think, because we have so many weapon slots anyways, and having 1 that can potentially keep scaling us, especially if we keep leveling it to be even cheaper and cheaper, I don't think is bad at all. We could even potentially go for a flint as another one that we have with us, just so that we can also start scaling attack speed for free, because yet again, we don't get anything from leveling up aside from another weapon slot. So how do we leverage that in our favor? The answer is it's a little bit rough, but it's not impossible. Roll this, because yeah, see, like right here, buy these and just combine them. I think that's a snap purchase right there. And then we can get one of the Ghost Flint. I think that's worthwhile. It will give us -1 armor currently. I mean, what are the odds that being at -1 armor gets me killed? That's never happened before. Yeah, I could have bought the weird ghost. That would be what I'd like to call throwing the run, because we still don't have survivability. It wouldn't be a true Salted Slices run if I didn't throw any chance of survivability and living attacks out the window in favor of what if I dealt more damage. And normally, by the way, the answer to that question is we die. Okay, bag has already almost paid for itself. You love to see it. Do gain items. You get stats after like 24. Wait, what do you mean by gain items? Like gaining material items? Because that's kind of what I've been looking for, is we just got to buy as much as we can, or gain XP. Because XP is also really nice on the character, because then we get more sticks anyways, which is also nice. Make sure we get all of this while we're here. Black belt would be amazing for us if we can get it to show up, because then we get our melee damage also. Now here, I think you have to take it, even though it does put us in a very negative position. 5% speed when we minus our crit chance. Well, crit's kind of a sub-theme I'm going with, but the issue is our speed is in the negative, and if we can't outrun enemies, we're dead anyways. So here, muscly little dude is arguably good, because we get the max HP from it. So I think I am going to go it. Our range will go into the negative. We could get Gummy Berserker to change that, but I'm not going to. Get more trees to spawn so that we get more payoff from our bags, because we have 2 bags right now, so every bag is a lot of value. And then we should get ourselves back to positive so we don't have to be so close to death. This, we buy this stick, and then we upgrade this stick, and now we are getting plus 18 damage on our sticks, which is really nice, meaning we can also afford a little bit of a damage downgrade for a comfier existence. Because if we don't have a comfy existence, it doesn't matter anyways. At that point, I'm throwing away my life, and I would get nothing in return. Make sure we're kind of micromanaging wherever. Well, with how much flat damage we have from our sticks right now, actually, it's probably better to let them hatch, because once they hatch, I believe they give more XP, and I see no world in which we can't take care of them. Also, I think our Ghost Flint has so far gotten us no stats. Don't hold it too hard against him, okay? It's not his fault. He was just born stupid. Yeah, see, we easily crushed them. I don't even know if they give more stats, but it's my headcanon that they should, because they're strong. Stand proud and all that. Now, while we're at it, let's get this just on the off chance we do get another. We did not get another crate. Crates would be really nice here, but that's fine. It is what it is. Another stick we instantly get. Getting a little bit more range and instantly attracting. So if we get the gecko, not the gecko, because you're the gecko, aren't you? Yes. If we get the monkey, then we'll be good. Wheelbarrow is interesting, but I don't think we're looking for it here. I agree we are looking for XP gain items. Well, it'd be nice if any of them could show up. The metal is also a little bit tempting, but like I said, crit is a sub-theme. Then why have you taken stuff that is minus crit? That's a good question. Wait, where did I get minus crit? Oh yeah, I got minus crit from that one. So then maybe I just give up on crit chance because we have the stick scaling, and we just get a little bit more stats there. I'm going to scream. Okay, get more XP gain here. That's our first. I'm so scar blind because it's a common item. I just completely ignore it and forget that it is also an XP gain item. I thought that the cheapest one for whatever reason was black belt. Well, okay, I say for whatever reason. The reason's stupidity. We all know what the reason is. We don't have to act like it's some mystical thing that's never been uncovered before. The reason is just like general dumbness. Yeah, I know. General dumbness was my favorite general in World War II, probably. I don't know. There's probably one who's named that. I saw this one post that was like finding out that I might be named after a general from the World Wars. And I'm like, brother, there was probably like 30,000 generals, okay? There's probably like one, any name you pick, there's probably somebody from some war who had that name, all right? What do you think? Be glad you're not named like Alex, okay? How do you think kids named Alex feel when they're in history class and there's the lesson on Alexander the Great, huh? How many times do you think they had to listen to that joke? Structures can crit 3% crit chance. Do I value 3% crit chance more than 25 materials? I think I do, but barely. It does let us get... Okay, we can't cap our HP here. That would be insanity. One more melee damage I don't mind, even though it doesn't scale nearly as well as getting another stick, and I would love to see another stick, and I'd still love to see another stick. Lifesteal at the cost of harvesting is okay. I think armor we need, lifesteal we need, and then we roll. No world where this doesn't pay for itself. Since structures can crit, we'll buy a little turret. I deserve it. And then we'll just go. No need to spend that. Salute General Dumbass. Hey, man. He was the commander of, you know, something, probably. But yeah, when I saw that post, I'm like, brother, the generals were just, like, named things. It's not like they named you. Unless your name is verbatim, like, John Jacob Jingleheimer Smith, commander of Division 4. I don't think that you were named after a general. I think that there was probably, like... First of all, his name is my name too, so you're not special for that. And second of all, they were probably just naming you like, oh, this was your grandfather's name, so we're gonna give it to you also. That's how a lot of names go, all right? They're not actually as creative as you think. The hardest one was the first person who had to come up with them, right? Like, you think the first guy who came up with Anthony, he probably felt like a damn genius. He was like, I'm kind of cooking right now. Hold on a minute. This one's gonna be a banger for years to come. Which is also my favorite Magic the Gathering card. Some people, you know, like Swords to Plowshares. I like Years to Come personally, but you know, that's just me. 50% chance to heal when dodging an attack. I think 5% dodge is probably worthwhile. It's just so hard for me to say no to the free items, strictly when we are in the kind of position we're in. I'll buy that one, get another free roll, another stick finally. We are still looking for any sticks that show up. This one's not going to be great. Oh, wait, that's awesome. Okay, that's really good. Minusing 3% of our speed to minus enemy speed, I think is worthwhile right now, but it is a little bit of a debate. Lock in the ghost axe, because then we get our ghost axe to red, keep our damage percent scaling, which is really nice because sticks do care about damage percent. Essentially, if you're not sure how sticks calculate their damage, I should have thought of sticks way sooner, by the way. Ignore the fact that I just threw my cup over my desk, by the way. I talk with my hands perhaps a bit too much. But the way that sticks work is think of their damage bonus akin to melee damage bonus, where it is a flat bonus that then can get modified by your percents. Actually, I don't think that stick damage bonus does get modified by your percents. I think it's just a flat damage bonus that adds afterwards. I can't remember 100%. I just remember that Lich King is really good with sticks because of the way that the game calculates stick percentage. It's been like 6 months since I've played though, so if you're not gonna cut me a little bit of slack, I will cry live on stream, and then you're gonna feel a little bit bad, hopefully. If I start crying on stream and you start to feel a little bit good, please, you know, contact your therapist, your local therapist from BetterHelp. I'm sure they'd be happy to play a Fortnite game while you vent. They're just like, damn, bro, that's crazy. Anyways, peep this victory royale. I got the crown right now. Unfortunately, dude, I knocked over my Dark Magician. I've got a little Dark Magician figure on my desk. He's really cool because he holds up like a little memo card. Okay. Buy this one. Combine these. Minusing crit chance when we get melee. Our crit chance has just been so ass, so I'm down. We're unfortunately back to negative for this. Ooh. I think we gotta. Though. Like, we kind of have to. And then we do this. Keep ourselves at 3 and 3. Good. And there we go. It's perfect. We're keeping it rising at the same values. Damage percent was a pointless buy. That's true. If that is your critique of what I just did there, you are entirely correct. I should not have bought damage percent. We have something completely designed to scale our damage. We've got Bat as our boss. Bat is a boss I don't see very often. So if I don't know his pattern, you will forgive me. Oh my God. Okay, got it. Lesson learned. We will just let him be on his side of the map and I'll be on mine. Don't walk over here. We don't have to beef with each other, man. You and I think we can just both live as individuals who don't have to mess with each other, you know? I think that this town actually is big enough for the both of us. If anything, I'm feeling great about how big it is currently. Hey, can you leave me alone? Man, I'm not fucking with you. You don't have to fuck with me. We can literally just exist, okay? Both of us can vibe on our sides of town. We're giving up a red here, that's true. Giving up a red to stay alive, I think, is invaluable. Because yes, this red could be worth a lot and could completely redefine our run. That's true and a very valid point. Let me ask you a question. What good will it do when I'm 6 feet under? That question remains to be seen. Okay. Oh, that's not bad. Another minus 2% lifesteal sucks to take, but I think we have to. And then we also take steroids here. I always take steroids. I'm an Olympic level athlete. What can I say? I'm ready. We take this one for sure, and then we roll again, looking for it. Come on, man. Where are my fucking sticks, dude? All I want is the things that will break my bones. Sticks, stones. That's my whole list, okay? At least as far as the adage I'm concerned goes. Well, I guess, you know, technically there's also explosive tipped crossbows and tomahawks, but that's only if you're playing the Black Ops 2 version of Sticks and Stones, okay? And not everybody's playing that one. God, I can't wait for the next Black Ops game. It's the first time they've had a COD game in like 10 years that I've looked at and gone, oh shit, there might be an actual game here. And that feels so good because look, we can acknowledge that Call of Duty is objectively a pretty bad franchise. Absolutely. But the thing is, I don't think there's any other shooter that like fills that level of like a junk food spot in my heart compared to what a COD game can do. And also, COD Zombies is objectively really good. Even though we can say overall the systems that make the multiplayer function in a COD game aren't that good and all that kind of stuff, I'd agree with you. But COD Zombies though, god damn, is that one good. 20% of your materials at the start. I'm not good at saving, so I'm just gonna drop that. It's gonna incentivize me to save too much in a way that I will then throw the entire run. Another stick, one of those. Lose a little bit of speed at the cost of getting my armor up. I think that's very worthwhile. Grab that one. Elemental damage, yeah. I mean, we're gonna go both of these. I was one off, you absolute bastard. That's fine. It's not a huge deal. He lied very naturally. He lied and cried himself to sleep later that night. Oh yeah? You might think he lied, but she believed. If that's hit like and reblog this if that's so deep to you. I'm telling you, man, that era of Tumblr was something special. It truly is magical. Every time I see video essays on that era of Tumblr, I'm like, God, we didn't know how good we had it. Now everybody's just like, well, I mean, I actually don't even know what everybody's like on Tumblr because much like most people, I've stopped using it. And even during its heyday, I didn't use it that much, right? Because there weren't too many fandoms that I was interested in that existed on Tumblr, which is to say, I didn't really get too involved with any fandoms. The closest was I was almost an insufferable Undertale kid. Why do I say almost? Because the thing is, I didn't really openly talk about it with anybody. I just really enjoyed the game. So I was lucky there. Also, I didn't want to fuck Sans, which I think you got to give me a couple points on that one, okay? A lot of people wanted to fuck Sans. An alarming number of people wanted to fuck Sans. In fact, I think we should check on them because it was definitely too many people that wanted to fuck Sans. Like, can I please, for the love of God, weapon damage scales 20% with engineering? I mean, it's not bad. And then we can start getting more engineering and our structures crit. I think that's not a bad idea to pick up. If I could get more sticks, I think that my life would be fulfilled, but you know, that's really not for me to determine as it would turn out. All we've done with our harvesting, by the way, is throw it away and squander the chances of it ever being useful. Shout out to the Japanese names for the evolutions. I only see Shower right now. Pokemon fans could never. Hold on. Shower, Thunder, and Booster. Brother, why is his name Booster? Did they need to give him like one of the seats or something? Was Flareon too small? So they were like, all right, pump him up, put him in the seat. Get in the high chair, Flareon. It's time to evolve. Here comes the airplane. Okay, a lot of damage. A lot of damage, actually. Don't enjoy the amount that you're giving to me. Hello, hello. Welcome to the chat. I see your name, or sorry, I see your message of hi, but I can't really look over right now, seeing as I'm currently in hell. So just give me 1 second. Okay, wait, hold on. Hell's winning. Hell is winning. I couldn't dodge it. I couldn't dodge it. I couldn't dodge it. I saw it and my brain processed that I had to move to the right and I moved to the left. I should have held up both of my fingers in front of me to see which way was left and right. We can do it. We can beat baby this run before I end stream. Absolutely. We start with a stick and we don't care about anything else. This time I'm going full stick scaling and making sure. Oh, hey, now I can read your name. Hi, welcome in. I mean, I guess I don't read it out loud anyways, but it's more for myself to make sure that it's not like, you know, the most absolutely heinous shit you've ever read. Because YouTube censorship system for names, it's not as good as Twitch's. In fact, dare I even say, it's really bad. We'll do 2 rerolls looking for anything. Thank you so much for nothing. Awesome. Really happy that I did that final reroll there. 1 more. That's so nice of you. Thank you so much. Minusing our harvesting already, that's just, it feels like a waste. We should not minus harvesting this early. We should let it build up a little bit. If anything, we might even want to start going towards a bit more harvesting because the character does start with harvesting. They say minus 20% item prices. I'm going to tell you right now from my own anecdotal experience of 10 seconds within my shops as this character, that is not true. Everything costs the exact same for sure. I get coupons and I still feel like I buy less than I do on other characters, which tell me how that one makes sense. I mean, it could just be they have really bad money generation. They are a baby, so I guess that, you know, does contribute a little bit. We need another... Come on, man. Dude, all I'm asking for is a singular stick. Okay. Get more enemies to spawn and another stick. Minus our damage here for attack speed is worthwhile. Yeah, attack speed. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think attack speed is worthwhile there. I just really wanted my second stick before going into this run if I was getting Gentle Alien. Gentle Alien actually... technically counts as a material booster because we're spawning more enemies with it, therefore we're killing more enemies. Yes, it does mean don't you have to make sure you're more ahead of the curve so that you don't fall behind it and die, obviously, but the thing is that's true for anything I buy ever. That's pretty much, you know, the point of the entire game. Okay, hold on, give me something. Nothing. Love to see it. We've got 80 money to our oh, thank you so much for the little... Ooh, baby, we're going places now. Now we actually have a form of sustain also from materials. Materials are currently is it 8% per each one? It is 8% per each one. So we're currently at 16%, which is basically 1 in 20, which if you start to extrapolate the math from there, that's 1 in 5. If you think about it as 1 in 5, that's basically a 1 in 2 chance because you can extrapolate up to it being, you know, it either happens or it doesn't. And if we start to think about it that way, we can start to, you know, really extrapolate our numbers from there and realize that it happens 100% of the time because there's no way that I would miss that. So now every single material we pick up is healing us, period. That's pretty much how I'm doing the math here. You know, if you're crunching the numbers differently, I mean, explain how I just healed there. Checkmate. All right, joint that. None of those. I think the crit idea wasn't worthwhile. Lose out on a little bit more damage to get armor. I think that's very worthwhile. And then we should also keep looking for any XP scaling so we can stay more ahead of the curve. I think getting a turret isn't bad either, just so we have something on the sideline. Lock this one in. Yeah. Ponyta is the same, but Rapidash is Gallop. I mean, how would you even... They probably didn't want to translate that one to English, right? Because what would you call him? Gallopash? Fucking... You could just call him Gallop. That's not really good for search engine. Also, it doesn't... Like, obviously, a horse is Gallop. That's what they do, right? But it just doesn't sound right to be like, all right, go Gallop. That sounds stupid. Rapidash is slightly better. I'll give them that. So they definitely were cooking a little something with that one. In terms of staying ahead of the curve, I would say right now we are ahead of the bell curve. There is a bell curve in every Brotato run. And right now we are absolutely decimating ours. Alien Eyes? No. Another weapon slot? Sure. Minusing range, some people will say it's scary. I'm here to tell you, free your mind from that. A crown this early means we start going harvesting. If we start going harvesting, I am going to be able to Scrooge McDuck into our materials by the end of this. I'm going to be able to swim through them. I'm going to be able to do tricks on it, spin on it even. That's not even related to us getting materials, by the way. I was just letting you know my skill set in case you're wondering. My credentials. I really wanted to put them in the chat there. So now you know. All right. So yeah, what else are we looking for on this run? Definitely more harvesting now that we have Crown. Crown just goes so hard. Getting it wave 5. Well, technically you got it wave 6 because it was the shop in between. Look, we don't gotta split hairs and be semantic, okay? I've got it early. We should play around our harvesting to make sure we are constantly strong. Also, that will help us get more XP and stay in the game because the harvesting materials, I believe, count as though they are XP that you're gaining. I believe. Losing more damage with crit chance? I'm not 100% sure. Okay. Yeah, well, thank you. Thank you for corroborating with me. It's really nice of you. Okay, get this one. Definitely buy that one. We could minus our harvesting here. I don't think that that's worthwhile. We definitely want to lock this one in. +4 harvesting at the cost of 1 melee damage is definitely worthwhile because it should start to shoot up way higher the more harvesting we get. I mean, man describes how the stat works. And also, actually, if we get more damage, I think that maybe we can kill things quicker. Having crunched the numbers on this, some mathematician might have to let me know if I'm wrong on this one. I don't have my TI-84 calculator on me. My teacher was right. I won't always have one on me. Did anybody else mod their TI-84 calculator? I say mod. It wasn't like it was illegal modding, right? You just plug it into your computer and load up games on it. I had Pac-Man on mine. I felt so cool. And then there were other kids who would be like, yo, if I give you my calculator, will you install it? And I'll be like, brother, don't you even worry. I got you. So for a mere day, I was the most popular person in the math class, but then my teacher called on because too many people were playing Pac-Man on their calculators. So he was like, hey, by the way, just so you know, I'm going to make everybody open up their apps on their calculator before we start using them. And I'm like, well, that feels literally 1984, but sure. If you must, I understand. Right now, this is a minus damage. True. A very big one at that, but it will eventually, you know, be more than that. It'll be more than the sum of its parts. Our range is at -23. I was thinking about locking that scar. The reason I didn't lock it is because we are already at -23 range. I'd like to get it up a little bit more. I mean, I guess so would my wife, and we see how that went. I'm kidding, I'm not married. As if anybody could hold me down. You think you can handle all this? Baby, I have mental breaks 4 times a week, all right? And I end up crying myself to sleep. It's only a joke until it isn't, and then it's tragically real. But in terms of where we definitely need more range because we are not hitting anything. We have to be an inch away from them to conceive of dealing damage, which is not great. But we also have to get our speed up because the more speed we get, the more damage we get. From there, you know, we start to go crazy. I would love to get the wings. Wings would go absolutely wild right now. A Red Bull would surely hit the spot. So we are at +4 harvesting every turn. We really need something to give us more harvesting. Plus melee damage minus crit is worthwhile. Plus health regen minus lifesteal. Yeah, we don't need lifesteal because we're going with the other method for it. Thank you so much. Finally, another stick. Then while we're here, we go more attack speed. Yeah, that one's also attack speed, but it's not really as good. Then what else are we looking at? We'll get a little bit of knockback. I don't think that it does anything at all, but it does give us also 1 more melee damage, which is pretty nice. All right, dude, I'm feeling pretty good about the position we're in. As it turns out, the answer was just sticking. Just returning to what our ancestors wanted anyways and pulling out nothing but the sticks. It'd be really great if I could get more sticks than I currently am, but you know, unfortunately, I don't know the RNG manipulation. I don't know how many times I have to open the menu, press the A button, press the B button, close it. Dude, okay. So I've never been huge on Pokemon's VGC scene and the competitive side of things, right? What I will say is part of the reason I'm not huge on it is they make it so annoying to build a team for the regulation it's in. It's so fucked up. If you want to use, like, I don't know, let's say Zamazenta, one of the most used legendaries in the current, I believe it's a Regulation G is what they're on right now. One of the most used Pokemon due to the current way that he is being used and or abused, as is the case with most of the popular Pokemon. You need to actually own Pokemon Shield because he's not in the most recent game. But it's not like you can hack in Pokemon because it's an instant DQ. So it's like, what are you supposed to do when the best part of me was always you? I think lore is worthwhile picking up. Hey, just so we're all clear, by the way, just game in case you're wondering, you are allowed, I will allow it, if you want to give me any kind of like speed upgrade or like maybe a stick, I'd be down with either of those. Thank you so much for the stick. All right. They really are listening. Rip and Tear, by the way, is really good, but we can't get it yet. I want my harvesting to be way higher. Bro, it's like 2:35 in my country. PM or AM? I'm imagining it would be in the morning. Sorry, let me ask that in a better way because PM and AM have apparently caused confusion for people. I saw one Reddit post where people said it didn't make sense, and ever since then I've decided that I must be the most intelligent man in the world to understand the difference between them. With that said, don't ever ask me which one's noon and which one's midnight. That still doesn't make any fucking sense to me whatsoever. I just flip a coin and choose. Oh, midnight, that's 12. Flips coin. It lands on heads. AM. But I'd imagine you mean in the morning. I mean, especially if you're going off of the 20... I'm in Europe. Okay, so yeah, then definitely in the morning. Dude, that's crazy. So many people from Europe find my streams. Which is, I mean, like, probably better, right? Generally, they seem to be nicer people online, so it's pretty nice, actually. Most of the time, people are very uplifting if they're from Europe. It's crazy. They're always like, hey, man, love the content. Keep it up. Then I get a comment from someone in the US, and they're like, hey, man, hope you choke to death on a burger and never live. I'm like, awesome. Thank you so much. May this be a prosperous and you know, really good relationship we have. All right, keep buying more enemies to show up. I need more range, though. I also need more speed. Minusing 1 melee damage for 8 harvesting should be a worthwhile endeavor. I don't think it's worth minusing my attack speed here. Thank you so much for the stick. That was so nice of you. You didn't have to do that. With that said, if you didn't do it, I was going to cry. I was going to actually cry. Okay. Dude, our damage goes decent. The thing is, it's not actually that much damage, but we just deal so many instances of it. So we're dealing 70 with our normal unupgraded sticks, but we send out 7,000 of them, so it's kind of a death by 1,000 cuts. Also, it just does make sense that the baby plays with sticks, okay? I also tag yourself if you played Monkey Ball and you were a baby main. I was a baby main, okay? That's the only one I would play was baby. If somebody else was like, let me be baby, we had to throw hands, all right? It was legally obligated. Actually, I think people were allowed to pick the same one. Well, in one of them, you were definitely allowed to pick the same one. In the other one, you had to have Mimi, I, and Gong Gong and baby. But in one of them, I think you were allowed to double up because my little brother also wanted to be baby. I mean, really, my little brother, he kind of always cramped my style. In Mario Kart, I'd always play the babies for Mario Kart Wii. Unfortunately, since my little brother was always like, let me play the babies this time, he turned me into a meta slave and I didn't even know it. Why? Because if I wasn't playing the babies, my second choice was Funky Kong. And that was mainly just because he's funky, man. I didn't even know he was good in that game because I was, you know, a child. I was just like, this guy's funky. So I'd play him and I'd put on a bike because the motorcycles were cooler and I could hit wheelies. Little did I know, minusing 7% attack speed is too brutal. We don't kill with crits. In fact, we just don't crit at all. So, so little did I know that's how that went. But oh my God. Oh, okay. We got to get out of the corner, man. We got to get out of the corner. We have to keep moving. We are a shark now. The second we stop moving, everything we've ever come to know and love dies. Especially me. Holy shit. Oh, baby, the dopamine I'm feeling right now. The receptors are going crazy. They're firing on all fronts. We haven't had this much serotonin in a while, baby. We're treasuring every modicum of it we produce. All right. Dude, that feels so nice. Cool. I mean, the rest of this wave feels so chill. It's like now we're coming down off the high. We had the insane play, and now we just get to relax for a bit. Now, what are we looking for as our red item here? Anything that boosts melee damage. Probably the Mammoth, honestly, is the number one that I'm thinking of. But that's just what first comes to mind. I might be thinking or forgetting of one. I'm not 100% sure. We do still need to get our damage upgrades. The Adrenaline. I know, it's crazy. It's pumping at about... Oh, fuck me. We don't crit. But Giant's Belt is so good. Maybe we change into a crit build. Gets one item. Okay, it's time for me to uproot my entire life and change who I am as a person. It's only fair going forward from here. Fireball? That is a new one. It's also a Pitbull song. Everybody knows it because it goes Fireball. Everyone knows. Dude, there was actually a fair I went to one time when I was a kid, and they had a ride called the Fireball. You have to imagine how happy they were when the fair speakers could blare nothing but Fireball by Pitbull for 10 hours straight. I walked by that ride 10 times, and I swear to you, and it was across the span of like 3 hours. Every time I walked by it, they were playing Fireball by Pitbull. I understand the branding is very on theme there. We can play another song. If you'd like to keep, why don't we just rebrand the ride to the Mr. Worldwide, and then you can play any Pitbull song. You don't just have to go with Fireball. There's other ones out there, all right? All of their lyrics are just as nonsensical as each other. That is true, but like, look, that's his brand, okay? It's all he knows. Yeah, we should start getting some crit so that the other item works out. We have a protective aura of so many sticks. It's kind of insane. The stories I could tell at the playground when I was a kid with this many sticks would go nuts. All right, hold on. We are taking every single back shot we possibly can. Let's remember to dodge a few. All right, good shit. I remembered. Wait, it's just that easy. Hold on. Another weapon slot, another weapon slot. More XP gain at this point is about to get erroneous. I can buy this one, get some more lifesteal going. Plus 3% crit chance, then crits also give us more benefit. When they take elemental damage, doesn't matter, it's not going to happen. Give us more range at the cost of a little bit of armor, that's true, but I don't mind what I've given up for it. Get us more harvesting here. You take 1 damage per second, does not give invulnerability. This is a rough one. This is a rough one. This is one of those situations where I look back on this moment, when I'm at the pearly whites, and I'm asked to reflect on my life. This will definitely be one of the most pivotal moments of the entire thing. This determines if I go into the history books or not. Because the thing is, 40 harvesting on its own doesn't seem that insane. But Then we start to factor in the idea that I get to multiply way more due to the crown. And it's not the worst, but I still think I'm going to have to pass for now. We still don't have full sticks. Why? Because apparently I have picked up every stick that's known in the forest. Okay, I'm kind of the one slur from the Lorax right now. I have deforested everything, and I don't think it's ever going to come back, unfortunately. The toxic pollution that I have caused will forevermore damage the environment going forward. Don't take it. Yeah, I mean, I think if we had a little bit more survivability, I'd be so down. But since we didn't, I don't think that it was the right choice right then. Our crit chance, I believe, is 1%, and some people will say that's not very consistent. I would say that that's roughly 1 out of 100 times. If you think about it, if I asked you, hey, would you press this button 99 out of 100 times, nothing happens, 1 out of 100 times, you die the worst death of all time ever recorded in human history, you probably wouldn't push the button. So all of a sudden, 1% seems huge. See, it's all a matter of perspective. Let's rephrase this a different way. All of a sudden, some people will be like, oh, 3 inches is nothing, 3 inches is nothing. I'll have you know, the average size is 3 inches. So if anything, I'm only 1 inch below average. So when we start to really recontextualize it like that, you know what I don't get? I was gonna say women, but I'll let you go first. That was for me, that was me. I was sharing my side of things. Let's take 30 luck up so our luck isn't insanely negative, and then let's also re-negative our luck there. It's very worthwhile. Minus 2% lifesteal, but we get some more good luck stats. I think that that's pretty worthwhile. As long as you aren't mother, I think we win. You are not mother. I think that you actually go down so easy. Never mind. I have taken 30 back shots. Hold on. Give me a second. Allow me to heal for but a moment. Because this fucker hurts, apparently. Oh, shit. Lock me in the corner, will you? As it turns out, actually, that's a really good way to deal with me. Good job. Yep, all right. You found the counterplay. Okay. Get his ass. Get his ass. As long as we don't get one shot, we're chilling. Cool. Pretty sure the average size is 4.5. Please don't crush a man's dreams. Thank you very much. I ask one thing and one thing only, and it's that we don't crush each other's dreams in chat. Thank you. Why don't we support each other and be like, actually, the average size is 1 inch, and if anything, you're huge. Brotato on PC costs $15, but on phone is free. So, it is free for the basic version of Brotato on your phone. There is actually a premium version, which is still only $5 as compared to, I didn't realize it was $15. I thought it was $5 on phone. Or sorry, on PC. But the free version has ads and also doesn't have every character. I don't really care about the ads, but it not having every character is where I'm kind of like, meh. Minusing 12 range, it puts us back to 0 range, but like nothing ventured, nothing gained. Give us more crit chance and more chance to heal off of crits and all that kind of stuff. Give us more harvesting plus some more damage there. Finally, another stick. Finally, another stick. We take this one, we take this one, and then we are out of money yet again. Wow. That went fucking blew through that one. 8% chance to crit. Actually, it's an 11% chance. Apparently, the 1.5 times actually calculates correctly on this one, whereas on the other one, it does not. But yeah, that's why they do Brotato that way. I think that it's very much worth it to pick up on PC. Or Switch. I think it's also on Switch if you are a Nintendo Switch gamer. If you aren't, must be nice to play games over 30 FPS. Imagine took a blood bag, you would have fucking died. Yeah, nah, my ass would have been dead and buried. They would have had a whole memorial to me. I mean, it would have been nice. I would have died a hero's death, probably. Or a coward's death. I'm not really sure which one. Flip a coin. Whichever one strikes your fancy. In terms, I mean, so I was right, okay? This character is very snowbally. The early game is so hard to get through. No matter what build you're doing, even with this stick build, I still didn't love the early game. I felt very afraid, exposed, naked and afraid, much like my favorite TV show. Can't remember the name of it right now, but when it comes back to me, I'm sure I'll, oh, wait a minute, Naked and Afraid. All right, there we go, I got it. No, but I felt so vulnerable, even with a pretty strong stat sticky build. But now that we're past it, I feel unstoppable. I feel like God herself, plus 3 armor. Absolutely. Minus 2 HP regen for luck. I think I'm going to take it. I mean, there was no reason to take that second one. That was very dumb of me. Minusing range with getting some damage percent up. I think I'm down with that. It's not a huge deal. We're going to keep rolling till we see another stick. Now, I could take Weird Ghost just to see what happens, but that would be a fun way to throw the run, right? I mean, plus 5% dodge. Whenever we dodge, we can heal. Our dodge chance actually isn't bad. I don't even know how it ended up this good, but I'm so down to take that one. And then we just go in again. It's probably just because a lot of the items I've been taking, I haven't even noticed if they had dodge. Oh, oh my God. Yeah, no, our damage is pretty sick. It's also nice that we have Giant's Belt. I mean, it didn't really help too much there. It's very nice for mopping. I know what you're thinking. It's not very consistent. Neither is gambling, and yet that's my plan to make it rich, okay? If consistency is what was mattering, do you think I'd be spending 85% of my paycheck at the casino every week? No. And also, I'm only down $10,000. So once I hit one jackpot, I'm all up. All I have to do is take $1,000, put it all on 0 on roulette, and win. So I've kind of got a genius foolproof plan. What if it doesn't land on 0? Oh, we're coming up with contingency plans. It's gonna land on 0. Okay. You got the item that makes you pick up all materials on screen? Yes. Which I like that item by default. It's kind of like the lazy relic, but what they've changed about it from what, oh my god. Holy shit. Now that is a really good one to get. That one goes absolutely insane for us right now. What a good red to get. And then we get more speed. If this is the run that has power generator, which it is, that speed is instantly converted into more. Minusing range though, I don't think we're going to be going with. The tractor, it's too late for it, unfortunately. I know we'd all love to see that happen. I'm sorry. I should have bought the other thing for dodge because I forgot dodges. I rolled a white stick because I went gray blind and I didn't see anything that was gray. And I'm not even full stick yet. I mean, look at this. You think this number of weapons? It's a YouTube item? Oh. Wait, how so? I mean, here's my thing, right? Before, I would kind of trade in that relic, or sorry, whatever they call them, that item most of the time for just the money that it gives, because the money is very good. But they have changed it now to give +3 armor and attract everything. I think that makes it very worthwhile. 3 armor with no downside is very good. Most of the time they like to give downsides to those kinds of items, which makes sense because that's how you balance the game, is you constantly give downsides and upsides to things. So nothing is completely free. This one says, hey, by the way, you get materials for free. Also, here's armor. You'd think it would be a downside, right? Like, hey, you pick up, everything's instantly attracted to you, but you lose range. Instead, they're like, hey, everything's instantly attracted to you. Which, you know, is just how it feels to be Channing Tatum and walk into a room. But, engineering could add damage to our weapons. We could make all of our weapons weaker. That is true. And we get upside, which is crazy. No need to instantly attract any more materials towards us. We will take this one just because we do have boss coming up. Lucky coin +2 luck for every 1 crit chance you have. Okay, well, that's actually not that good. I thought it was the other way around. Yeah, I don't think we need that. It's nice. It's like a premium item. But what do I need a premium item for? I'm kind of chilling as it is. Okay. I don't foresee a way that we lose this. So I'm very much looking forward to see how I throw wave 20. Some people will saying things like, you've got this in the bag, it's impossible to lose. No, it's always possible. There is a way, I've just got to discover it still. You know how some people are like, oh, there's a discovered check when they're playing chess? I still have a discovered death. I just don't know how I'm going to get there yet. Also, the amount of XP it's taken with Baby is taking a while now. I see why so many. I thought that we didn't even need more XP gain items. Honestly, I could have used them. I don't think I need them still because we are doing decent, all things considered, with our XP. But we could have taken more. I don't know. We're not even maxed out on our sticks, though, so what's the point? What should we do for our last wave? We should buy as many different weapons as we can because we can still get the achievement for having 6 different weapon types. Or sorry, the character for having 6 different weapon types. I mean, we can also just do that easily on another one. Yeah, we don't need that right now. Another weapon slot. Buy that one, roll it. Buy that one, roll it. Oh my god, a good stick. Never mind, we won't be getting anything else because we are fully sticked up. Damn, baby, you're looking kind of sticked up tonight. We'll get another gentle alien. We'll get more damage %. What else are we looking for? Vigilante ring just in time. I don't know, man. Maybe it's still, we could scale a decent bit with that one. I'm definitely considering it. All right, I've considered it. It's not happening. We could start with less HP. I know what you're thinking. How is that any beneficial at all? I don't know. Let's figure that one out. 1 HP every 1 second. And you were saying... See, I told you I can still find a way to lose. This is just to keep it interesting, all right? This is just so the people back at home have something to write about. Will he be able to lose? Yes. Wait, I'm so ass. Wait, I'm so ass. Wait, I will never see the pearly whites in my miserable life. All right, well, anyways, as you all know, I'm a part-time streamer, which is to say I have work tomorrow. I do need to end stream and do all of my nightly routine. I hope you enjoyed that throw. It was a beautiful throw, perhaps the best toss of all time. What can I say? I really lined that one up and hit it out of the park. Thank you so much for coming out. I will be doing more streams tomorrow and Saturday. Bro, I don't want to hear it, okay? I'm already in my feels era. I should not have taken that shit. What was I even thinking? Why did I even toss like that? Well, anyways, thank you so much for coming out. I will be streaming tomorrow. What game will it be tomorrow? Maybe Realm tomorrow. We got Realm and Isaac definitely on the docket, but we also had that one idea I was talking about where I go through all the Borderlands games in honor of Borderlands 4 being announced, and we kind of play through each one of them and do a different Vault Hunter each game and play through everything. I don't know. The only issue is I really don't like Borderlands 1 that much. I don't think it's bad. I just don't like it that much. So I don't know if I'd want to start there, but that's where you have to start because that's the... Anyways, see you guys tomorrow. All right, this is where I have to awkwardly wait because YouTube has extra wait time before the stream can end. So if you hear me talking right now and think to yourself, oh, wow, he's still doing more, I'm letting you know right now it's going to abruptly cut off randomly. And it's going to seem to you as though like my stream has failed or crashed in any way, shape, and or... Wait, I forgot to say like and subscribe. Okay, well, now that I've said it,